The Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio Shock Jock.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio Shock Jock. The biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony.
Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony.
Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
How fast did you get it up to?
180 miles an hour.
What's the matter with you, idiot? Cut the you a sick freak! All right, Chris Benoit.
Oh, boy.
Anthony.
I leaned on the machine by accident and it hit a button.
This is where entertainment is going.
You want to shoot people, and I want to hook her, and you can't stop picking your dumb hand. He's fat and retarded. Steve's incompetent. Ben's drunk. Dan hates his mother. We get it.
It's time for people to understand these are words. If you don't like them, turn the dial.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Palaver.
The palaver is done. It's time to broadcast.
Every time I hear that palaver thing on a Monday, I'm just like, oh, can't we just have a little more palaver? Please.
Well, they just gave New York a little more palaver.
Some palaver.
Now they're doing like best of shows in the 5 o'clock hour, right before we get on the air live here.
I'm digging that.
They just redid the whole Anthony is in love with Jill Nicolini
they did.
Stuff from last week.
I just saw her over your shoulder there on the TV.
Doing her traffic for you?
I was just watching.
Now
for me.
She just does traffic for you now.
It's for me.
With secret messages and hot outfits, and all I keep thinking is she's doing this for Anthony. She's picking out her outfits in the morning for Anthony.
I went over my brother's house yesterday to go see the new little baby.
Yes.
The new little baby. And, of course, my mom and Sal's there. Ro, Anthony's here, Ro. It's like, my mom's like, I know Sal. I see him. Go scratch your ass. So I go in there and Sal's like, so who's Jill Nicolini? Because she's the traffic girl on 11. Joe tells me you're going out with her. Like, no, we're not going out. We're talking and, you know.
Oh, so you're talking.
Discussed a couple. Well, yeah,
Did you just give a clue?
A little clue may have just been given.
The latest clue?
Latest clue.
I mean, we talked on the air, but just how you said that, it sounds like you've been talking.
Well, the correspondence has been exchanged.
So communication is going on.
Yeah.
Outside the show.
A little bit.
There you go. There's your latest tidbit.
I don't give away too much. But Sal's like, so Joe, pulled her up on the computer.
The nude pictures?
No. Which I don't know why, because Sal would have gotten a kick out of it, but no. Just regular pictures. Well, she's very pretty. Ro, look. Look at Jill Nicolini, Ro.
Wow, the whole family very excited.
Oh, Jesus.
That there might be real love in the air for you.
Real love in the air.
That's not this fake crap that you've been doing for the last 3 months. Did I say too much? We're all feeling the same crap. Like, well, there might be a little, some sparks here.
Well,
so you're communicating. Is it? Can you give us any more info? That's wherever I went this weekend. That's all people want to talk about.
Well, apparently that's all they were asking her also.
Oh, really?
Where's Anthony?
Really?
Yeah.
What can you tell us? So, there was some communication.
Communication going on, and there might.
Will there be a some sort of a date or some sort of dinner or some sort of drink thing happening in the very near future?
It's likely to say.
Likely to say
that is probable.
The odds are good.
Yes.
Within the next few days? Or are you waiting for the weekend?
I just need to be prepared what day.
I like playing things close to the vest.
I just need to know what day is the Hangover show, so we should be well prepared.
Today?
Today. Oh, what happened after seeing Brother Joe?
Well, after Joe, I was on my way home.
Good.
And,
good. At least you were heading in the right direction.
I was heading in the right direction.
That's always good.
But then something happened, and I got distracted and ended up at the Carousel.
The Carousel is a fine nudie bar out there on Long Island.
That's a good old Long Island strip club.
It's a staple,
which I ended up at, and just kind of hung out there for a little while.
On a Sunday night?
Yeah, that was like odd, but I don't know. Just kind of ended up there. It used to be an old stomping ground, a lot of people I knew used to hang out there.
Why couldn't you just go home after seeing your little nephew? Or is it a niece? I forget. Niece, okay.
Little niece.
What's her name again?
Layla River.
Layla River. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's a very cool name.
Layla River. And the river, I found out, came from cards. It comes from poker, not anything else.
Oh, no kidding.
Because Joe's like, this one's the river card. It's over. After this, he says, there's no more.
Well, he never wanted the river card. He wanted a fold way before the river.
He wanted a full house on the flop.
I think it's pretty obvious he wanted a fold, but he was all in and was waiting for the river.
He is Mr. Dedicated Daddy now.
Already?
Oh, he's drank the Kool-Aid.
You can tell that he's changed?
Totally.
Really?
It's just one thing to see Joe as the new daddy standing by a little crib and playing his guitar over it, playing little songs for the little girl.
The girl's only 3 days old, 2 days old?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very cute baby. I know everyone says that, but I would be honest and tell you if it had a big alien head or looked really goofy or something, but the really cute baby.
Did you hold her?
No. Get out of here.
Did you kiss her?
Am I going to do that? No.
What'd you do?
Because they got that soft spot. I don't know where it is. I don't want to screw with it. I'm not going to be responsible.
That's actually very normal. A lot of people are paranoid to hold newborns.
I'm not touching that.
Did you feel yourself change slightly in your head?
Oh.
Come on.
Change. What's going to change?
Have a moment. There's your brother's kid. Did you feel a little different? Like, oh my God, that kid is adorable. Or you're lying. You're lying.
No, why would I change?
Did you change slightly? I'm not saying all of a sudden you're going to be a liberal, but maybe you moved toward the middle a little bit with this kid thing.
No, there was no change.
Did you get a little warm feeling?
No, I've been around relatives' kids and stuff.
Yeah, but this is your brother's kid. It's very different.
No, it's kind of not. It didn't affect me as being different.
Did you touch her little hand?
Yeah, I touched the little hand. I let the little hand grips on your finger, and you're like, oh, look at the little pinky.
I think you're scared
so
to admit
small
that you might have had a little
have
feeling inside,
a moment or anything.
Just a little bit,
No, not really.
Why else would you go to the Carousel? You were like, what are these strange feelings I'm feeling?
Something that had nothing to do with it.
I'm like, I need a distraction immediately.
Different area of the body.
That had nothing to do with it.
That'd be creepy, actually, if that caused you to go to the strip club. Something wrong.
Yeah, right?
So
I'm just like, oh, let me go to the strip club.
So the Carousel on a Sunday night. Nice.
Yeah. Some very attractive Long Island dancers down there.
Really? I did not know that.
Well, you figure on a Sunday that you wouldn't get anything that good.
You would get single A ball.
Yeah.
But no, they had the real deal. Probably because those girls were still dancing from Saturday night. They're like, just pull a double. We give you enough Coke. You might as well do a double. That's probably it.
Yeah, they're there for the entire weekend.
That's what I'm thinking.
Spritz on a little more perfume and you're good.
Sure, why not? Why not?
And then I got home pretty early, but
you might have had a few.
Couple of beers.
I
had a couple of beers.
But
yeah. I didn't feel any change though. I think the baby thing is cute and everything, but I really didn't. It wasn't like one of those moments where I'm like, oh my God, this is a life-changing experience.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
I looked at its little foot.
I'm not expecting that, but I think that you probably had a little bigger smile.
No.
You're such a liar.
I swear I didn't. My mother was you're beside herself.
You're scared to show real emotion
now.
And you don't want to admit that you showed any type of emotion.
No, I swear I would. I'm being completely honest. There was no big moment.
You were just like, all right, hey.
No, it's cool
Joe.
And everything.
I got to get to the strip club.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just looking at...
Yeah, she wore that for you today. It's so obvious.
Thank you, Jill.
Jill's doing the traffic, and pretty much the front of her, the top is down to her belly button.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
A hell of a day, too, because Sal said he's going to be watching today.
Oh, really?
So I have to watch and see.
Everybody's watching her now.
What Jill looks like.
You know, we got the call that you were going to be a little late today, and someone goes, oh, it was Mike. It was Stunt Brain. He goes, maybe he's a little confused because he's taking a different route into the city today. It's a little confused which roads to take in.
No, there, Stunt Brain. No. It's all right.
It was pretty funny, actually.
You know what? You don't always get caught up with the baby right away. It might take a little while, but my nephew, it takes a couple of times to see. Because at first that's the baby, everybody's fawning, but then you start holding it.
Yeah, there you go.
Kisses your cheek, little
and you see it a lot.
I'm sorry, Em. You're
get used to it.
You're going to change a little bit.
Am I?
Absolutely. It doesn't mean you're going to want to be a father of five or any of that crap, but you're going to change a little bit. A little bit. If you don't, then you're just not human. Then you're then you're a lost cause.
Then I'm a lost cause.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
which we kind of think already, but
thanks. I think you're right.
We were actually hoping you would come in and go, all right, I am human. I kind of had almost a tear in my eye seeing my brother really happy with his kid there that he didn't want, but now he's happy that the kid is here. And your brother would be an unbelievable father.
A certain traffic reporter may have called me a baby hater.
Really? In a message?
May have called me a baby hater.
Why is she saying that now?
I'm going to give away too much, but just chatting. I think she may have heard some stuff on the air.
Of course she has.
Some of my on-air banter.
You do know her brothers and her family, they all listen to this radio show. So
yeah.
So you think you're safe when you talk while she's on TV, but she's getting full reports.
Oh, I know.
Baby hater.
Baby hater.
Got the second part right. Baby, I wouldn't say.
Unbelievable. Well, a lot of people want our opinion on the Kid Chris thing in Philadelphia.
Wow.
I think there's a national story at this point. Kid Chris worked at YSP. He did afternoons. They brought in a PD, John Cook, who just, in my humble opinion, was just a bad guy, just a bad dude. Simple as that. And he decided that Kid Chris was the future of YSP, and he pretty much showed us the curb. I heard it was his decision. And then he started lying and saying that, I wasn't returning his phone calls, all this stuff. It was unbelievable how much of just a bad dude this guy was. You know, a lot of PDs are bad dudes, but this guy took the cake.
Yeah.
But anyway, then Kid Chris moved to mornings, and he was doing okay. And he played just an unbelievably racist song somewhere in March.
In March?
Like March 21st, I believe, was the first airing.
That's amazing.
And
you're not even safe if you squeak by with a couple of days on something. Yeah. Usually, if you play something or do something, you think, all right, we kind of made it.
Yeah.
You know,
and
months later.
And then Friday after the show, like everyone's Blackberries and emails were going nuts that Kid Chris got fired out of nowhere. I'm like, what? And then someone sent me the song. And it's so easy to say this now, but I swear to you, I cannot imagine why you would ever play that song on the radio. No. And it's easy to kind of like take a little shot at Kid Chris now, but that's not what we're doing. I'm saying this. I'm just amazed that he would take that chance in this climate,
in this day and age of radio.
Because what are you, crazy? We've explained many, many times on our show, it's not about FCC regulations anymore. And with the Imus situation, we work for the company that fired Imus. They're not going to tolerate any of that over-the-top, racist stuff.
Nope.
And we don't agree with that whatsoever, by the way.
No, I think you should be able to play whatever you want as long as it's FCC compliant, but it's not that way.
But you got to understand the game. We don't agree with it. If you're going to take a chance like that, odds are you're going to be in some deep trouble. We yell and scream. We want to do our Asian humor again, and we want to make fun of anybody and anything, but in this day and age, you just can't if you want to stay on the radio. And that's our frustration here as we do this radio show every day. With that said, when I heard this song, I'm like, what? And then I found out that they played it a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what happened between March 21st and this past Friday, but, and I haven't talked to anyone, but it's my assumption that somebody started complaining, and they got scared and said, look, we got to just, clear the field here. We got to purge. We got to fire everybody, which it sounds like they did down there in Philly.
Yep. That's, we usually get things from our agent or lawyers. We get transcripts from radio shows that have been fired or suspended because of things, and you read them, and it's almost an insult. You go like, why are you sending me this?
Right.
Of course we wouldn't do something like that. It's just so blatant and obvious that it would get you in trouble.
Right.
And that's exactly what this song was. I listened to it and was like, who in their right mind would play this on the air?
The only thing I could say in his defense, like there was a time in radio where not everybody was on the radar. Like syndicated shows like us, Howard back in the day, major on the radar. So you couldn't get away with anything because you had a lot more eyes like kind of looking at you, especially when you're broadcasting from bigger cities and bigger markets.
Waiting for you to trip up.
Right. But in this day and age of radio, every single radio show is on the radio, thanks to the internet and everything else. On the radar, excuse me, on the radar. Thanks to the internet and everything else. So you can't just there was a time like when Ant and I were working at AF, we took major chances because we knew that we weren't, quote, on the radar.
Yeah.
But these radio guys got to understand every single one of them is absolutely being watched. Absolutely being watched. And they're all just waiting for you to mess up and play that racist song or say this one thing.
Yep.
And then they blog their asses off. They get the attention of some of these special interest groups that could completely destroy your career.
It gives them their moment.
This one racist song that Kid Chris played really just destroyed his career. I mean, he's talented enough, and he'll get another gig eventually. I don't know when though.
Yeah,
because this is a doozy, man. This is a doozy.
I wonder if the PD okayed it. I don't know what happened. I wonder if he played it for him, or if he heard it the first time and then allowed replay.
I don't think stuff like that actually. It's not that technical. Like the PD isn't in on anything. He probably just played it.
Right.
PD probably didn't even hear it or notice it. He was out or meeting or not listening. Right. That's usually what happens. It's not like, okay, can we play this?
Right.
Well, let me listen to it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good enough.
I'm telling you, that John Cook, in my opinion, was a bad dude, and he got what he deserved. I have no remorse for him. I feel bad for Kid Chris. I'm not going to lie to you. He ended up taking our slot down there in Philly, but I feel bad for him. We've been in this situation. It really,
it's never fun.
Really sucks. And then part of me's thinking, did he do this on purpose to get out of his gig? Because
you know what?
It's like,
I say absolutely not, because everyone has said that about us. Every time we screw up, they go, I think they did it on purpose. And I'm sitting there going, no, I swear to you, we didn't. I really kind of wanted my job.
Yeah.
So I'm saying no.
I heard he was happy with living in Philly. I heard he was house hunting. So
God,
it doesn't sound like he was trying to blow up his career. But wow, what a turn of events!
That's a biggie.
And of course, we've already gotten phone calls, and we could say that much.
Yeah.
We want our slot back badly.
Are you kidding?
Badly, and we'll be having
love to be back in Philly, please.
We'll be having some discussions today and tomorrow. That's for sure. See if we can work something out.
That would rule.
There's a few complications in there, but I gotta see who's still there that we completely destroyed on the air. But here's the story how it went down without the song, because we're not even allowed to play the song. We're not allowed to read the transcript. Nothing. That's how brutal this thing was.
Yeah.
Can we hum it?
And on Friday it was online everywhere.
Yeah.
And now it's really hard to find.
Oh, really?
Really. I still have a copy on my BlackBerry.
It's on my computer.
I guess Steve could throw it up on one of our websites.
No.
Why not?
No.
You don't think so?
Are you crazy?
Why not?
No. Don't throw it up anywhere, Steve. Christ on a pony.
How about for the animation contest?
Yes. Animate this song, please.
Yeah, no, this thing is you're gonna have to find it on your own. But it was a song done to the Blondie song "Call Me."
Yeah, okay, that's about as much description as we can give.
But I think we could say, instead of saying "Call Me," they were using No?
No, I wouldn't.
You can't even say that.
I wouldn't.
Wow.
I definitely wouldn't.
Okay. Yeah, see how scared we are?
Petrified.
Absolutely.
I'm petrified.
Here's the news story.
They'll dump Imus. They'll dump anyone. He makes a lot of money for the company.
Yeah.
Some call it racism on the radio. A song played on a local radio station that left some people upset and this DJ out of a job.
He goes by the on-air name of Kid Chris, and tonight the shock jock, familiar to so many in the morning, is off the air.
Susan, it was part of his job to push the envelope, but clearly executives at CBS Radio believe Kid Chris stepped way over the line. Kid Chris was a paid shock jock, complete with goofy antics like hallway jousting. But now his edge has cut him out of his job as a morning DJ on 94.1 WYSP. Kid Chris, whose real name is Chris Foley, was fired by CBS Radio on Friday over a song performed on his show on March 21st. The song, performed by a guest, reportedly had several racial slurs in it.
Several.
Played several times that day.
It was, yeah.
Several. It was just full of...
yeah.
Full of racial terms.
And then a little more to it.
A spokeswoman for CBS Radio released a statement which in part says, quote, "We found the song to be highly offensive and completely inappropriate for broadcast on our airwaves." A WYSP-sponsored birthday party for Kid Chris, set to take place Friday night at the Whiskey Tango in Northeast Philadelphia, was canceled by the radio station. Disappointed fans who showed up anyway contend the firing of Kid Chris was unfair.
The show. That's all it is. It's a show. If you can't enjoy it, change the channel.
I didn't even know anything about it. So it's kind of a shock.
Oh. Neither Kid Chris or his agent offered any sort of official comment today concerning his firing.
It is a show, and you should be able to say and do whatever the hell you want on the radio as long as you follow FCC regulations, but
yeah,
it is so obvious that the climate is such that you just got to play by the rules or go do internet radio. Simple as that.
Yeah,
because we even got thrown off satellite radio for something that happened for a month, and
something we didn't even say.
Right, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating that Imus would be fired for what he said. We completely don't agree with it. To be honest, I don't agree that the Kid Chris should be fired, but in this day and age and how the climate is, you got to be careful.
Got to watch everything you say. That's, God, I hate listening to newscasts like that because I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of it.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there all depressed and you hear the fans going like, hey, if you don't want to hear it, change the channel. And it just doesn't mean anything to you because you're fired.
Right.
It's like, it doesn't even feel good that they're supporting you because you're just fired anyway.
Well, we used to be like, newbies to this whole firing thing.
Yeah.
So you would hear the news reports of some fan, sticking up for you by saying exactly that. And you're at home like completely devastated. Like, what the F am I going to do next with my life? And you're thinking to yourself, well, maybe corporate just heard that newscast and, maybe that'll knock some sense into them.
If enough people say that, man, right. No, you're fired. You're done.
The
you're
reality
out.
is it's over.
They've moved on, hosed it down, and that's it.
I would imagine he would end up on Sirius with Howard because they seem to get along. So hopefully, because I don't want to see him out of work. That's for sure.
No, that sucks.
And
he's a funny dude, man. He does a good show.
Yeah, and a lot of people were asking me questions this weekend, and yes, we're discussing. We're discussing going back on in Philly. We'll see what happens.
I'd love it.
We don't have a deal right now as we sit here, but there were phone calls being made all day yesterday, and they don't like talking on weekends in general. So that's a good sign. We want it. We want it bad. But we felt like we should have never been taken out of that spot.
Yeah.
But this guy, John Cook, thought he knew, and obviously his true colors are being shown. And I will say that. I don't give a crap who's listening down there in Philly and disagrees. The guy was a bad dude. Simple as that. He was just a bad dude.
We definitely have reason to not enjoy his company.
No. So. All right. We just getting started. Another week of fine radio. What's going to happen this week on the Opie and Anthony Show? Every week it's something.
Jiminy Cricket. What a soap opera this show is.
And our phone number is 877-212-018. We'll take more of your phone calls after the break. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Phone number 877-212-018. It was a very busy weekend in the news, man. Flyers are out of it. Big Brown won the Preakness. That's amazing. Good We got a chance at a Triple Crown.
Triple Crown winner?
We have a chance.
Could be.
For the first time in something like 30 years, I believe, right?
Yeah. What was the last one? Affirmed.
Was it? Okay, damn. Yeah. I should have known that. But Belmont, June 7th. That's always the toughie.
The Belmont.
A lot of horses have won the first two, and they always fail at Belmont. Because what, it's a longer race or something?
Yeah.
That's what makes it so damn hard to win the Triple Crown.
How much longer is it? I don't think about horse race. Okay.
ONARadio.com, an update there. We are now updating ONARadio.com as the show goes.
Mm-hmm.
Stunt Brain figured this out. The first week working for us, he said, you know what? Why are we waiting till later in the day to update ONARadio.com?
Yeah.
We could update as the show's going on, and I think that's really, really cool.
Opie, that's why he's Stunt Brain.
Yeah.
See, he's thinking for other people. He's going in as the stunt brain.
What does that mean?
Like they put in a stunt man.
Yeah.
When somebody has to take a tumble and maybe doesn't want to. Well, he's like the stunt brain.
Yeah.
Like if you're caught up in a moment.
Yeah.
He's willing to jump in and lend his brain as the stunt brain.
It's almost what we'd call him if he was a woman we hired.
Yeah. You obviously didn't mention this during the interviewing process, or you would have not. You would not be here. Yeah. He's talented, but that stunt brain is a little.
How long you even called that?
You are going to get. Our listeners are going to kill you for that.
Yeah, I figured that.
You're going to have a lot of explaining to do as the weeks go on. Now, one of our listeners is going to accept the fact that you call yourself Stunt Brain.
No.
It's okay. None of my family has, so what the hell?
Just call me Stunt Brain.
Who named you that?
He did.
No.
You're going to die when you hear it.
Oh, no.
Scott Shannon.
Wow. Isn't he the one that named Eric's Sex Bagel?
No.
I don't know. Whatever.
Wait, Scott Shannon named you Stunt Brain.
Well, he said, what are we going to call you? How do I justify you?
How about just by your name?
I said, how about Mike? Oh, yeah, we'll call you Coach Mike. And I said,
Coach Mike? Why does everything have to be some wacky name with them guys?
I said, I'm more of your spare brain, Scott. He goes, yeah, like a stunt brain. I said, okay, bingo.
There you go.
But you should.
Ooh. Scott Shannon.
I could thank surgeon Mike. That would have been nice.
Stunt Brain.
Hey, it's stuck.
You kind of like it, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least it's being honest. Also, in the news, everyone thought Ted Kennedy was going to die over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
They thought he had a stroke. Now it's what, a seizure, and they're trying to figure out why he seized up a bit.
Yeah, they might just be keeping things quiet. They say it has all the earmarks of like something bad.
Really?
Yeah, they're using little words that they go, well, he's in no immediate danger. That's what I heard this morning on the news. They're saying Ted Kennedy is in no immediate danger. Well, what does that mean? Like he could be in unbelievable danger in like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
So
but supposedly the press left.
Did they?
It was pretty much like, nothing to see here. They were all smelling blood. Another Kennedy death.
Yeah.
They were ready to go, and then some word got out where it's obvious that unless they're really good about keeping a secret, they're like, nothing to see here. Damn. We're not going to get our blood this time around.
I bet they're putting together all their graphics and coming up with all their lines. American royalty. That is what the Kennedys have been to this country. And another one has died. Ted Kennedy, blah, 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 blah. And they'll show all they'll show his brothers. And
yeah. Well, we're trying to get more info on that, but now they're just saying a seizure instead of a stroke, which is a lot different.
The guy's a fat drunk. I mean, come on. Oh, God, look at that picture.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Ted, you've let yourself go.
Thought that was Tim Sabian.
Ow.
Just made 5 people out there laugh.
That,
love you, Tim.
You think that would have been like JFK? You think he would have,
of course,
gotten to that point?
It could happen to Brando. It could happen to anyone.
Because, I mean, JFK, you think back, there's the young president cut down in his prime. Something to be said for that sometimes. James Dean.
Yeah, because
it's like that. I mean, because you look at Ted Kennedy and, my God, gee. Oof.
Well, they ruin. The older you get, you just ruin your image. I mean, everyone just ready. Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, there you go.
Her image is intact because you're not looking at her as an old broad.
Yeah.
Like going to Hollywood, Hollywood openings and stuff.
You think of some women that were sex symbols back in their day. Shelley Winters. She was actually a sex symbol.
A hubba.
What's her name? That one that did Murder, She Wrote.
Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury used to be like
a hottie?
A sex symbol back in her early days in Hollywood.
Now you're losing your mind.
No, I swear she was. They looked at her like a hottie.
When was Shelley Winters a sex symbol? Besides the Poseidon Adventure, but
she was. She used to get a lot of Hollywood.
Really?
She had a lot of.
She had a lot of male callers, as they said back in the day. Male callers.
They used to call it male callers.
I'm calling.
Now we call it good old.
Yeah. The big. Yeah. The deep. Ing. But yeah, she was one of them.
To answer your question, yeah, if JFK made it to old age, he would look pretty much like his brother Ted Kennedy.
Yeah.
Maybe a little thinner, but pretty much the same
because
mess.
Ted was a thin guy, wasn't he, back when he was young?
I think he was like a little bit chubbier than
was he?
Than John and Robert.
Well, after the second brother in 5 years took a pop to the head, he's like, nothing to see here, boys. I'm just going to eat.
Yeah.
Side of the table.
Not trying anything.
Yeah.
Screw civil rights. Screw everything.
I got the message. Don't have to worry about me anymore.
Don't worry.
I'm just going to sit over here and get fat. In other news, too, you got Obama. 80,000 people showing up for a rally in Oregon. Wherever this guy goes, he's a rock star.
He's like Bono.
He's a rock.
That's a U2
star.
concert. Jesus, 80,000 people, Pacific Northwest. So you get a lot of liberal thinking people there.
I mean, this sounds like one of the bigger crowds, but he's getting crowds wherever he goes.
Yeah, but not like that. That's the hugest crowd. But that's
quite impressive crowd.
That's so typical of his constituency. They love him up there.
I wonder how many Bigfoots, though. 80,000 people, but how many Bigfoots?
Bigfoots up there in the Pacific Northwest?
We're in the rally. We're at the rally, I should say. And he now...
Bigfoot is actually insensitive. It's Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Hey, I got a
This is
song about
Sasquatch
that.
American.
I want to sing.
No.
What?
Sasquatch American.
And Obama now has a 20-point lead in super delegates.
Super delegates.
And then in the most disturbing news over the weekend, this Jason Giambi admitted that he's wearing a golden thong to get out of a hitting slump or something. It was on the front page of the papers yesterday, like deeply disturbing.
Just take steroids.
He openly admitted.
Just shoot up some steroids, please.
Well, this is how desperate these guys are without their roids, I'm starting to think.
They got it.
Now they're wearing women's panties and stuff. Because, he would say that it's a guy's thong. But just the word thong means girl.
Yeah.
Someone out there explained to me that wearing a thong is not like women's underwear.
A banana hammock? Is that like a thong, though?
I don't know.
But that's a Speedo. They call it a Speedo. A thong is a
Speedo's pretty
woman.
brutal, but when you get down to the thong, that's women's underwear.
Yeah.
He would say, no, it's. I bought this from a men's store or whatever, but golden thong, I'm sorry, you're wearing like chick stuff to get out of a batting slump. And then you're admitting it to the press.
What kind of goofy thing is that? Just practice more.
Wait, Jeter and Posada admitted that they're wearing golden thongs too?
Well, that's hot, but
what a bunch of sissies.
Too. Huh? And Johnny Damon admitted to it as well. They've all apparently got some sort of bewitching golden thong.
Wow.
Same one, right, E-Rock? Yeah.
What's going on in the locker room?
What?
Does it involve a cracker?
They're passing it around.
They're wearing the same
No way,
thong.
the same one?
Shut up.
Shut up.
Are you serious?
No way.
No.
That's really...
I wouldn't surprise me, those superstitious idiots. Athletes are superstitious idiots.
Ugh.
Nothing is worth like putting on someone else's underpants.
Homoerotic.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Jason Giambi and his magic golden thong.
Damn it.
The key to turning the Yankees season around could be under Jason Giambi's pinstripe pants. The Yankee slugger revealed Friday he slips on a golden lame, lame, I guess, right? Lame thong with a flame-lined waistband when he's trying to get out of a hitting slump, and he shared it with his teammates. It works every time, Giambi told the Daily News after his secret was outed on Portfolio.com. Derek Jeter agreed that Giambi's thong works, although it's so uncomfortable running around the bases. What the hell are these guys doing?
I bet it chafes. I bet it itches.
I had it over my shorts and stuff, he said. I was 0 for 32, and I hit a homer on the first pitch. That's the only time I've ever worn it. I think that's what Jeter said. Johnny Damon also admitted donning the golden panties. See, they're even calling it panties. Probably 3 times. What's the secret of Giambi's golden thong? You're not worrying about your hands or your balance at the plate, Damon said. You're worried about the uncomfortable feeling you're receiving.
Oh, so you're not thinking about what you're doing too much.
Right.
Because that's like a secret to golf. If you think about your swing too much and all the technical things that go into it, you're just going to suck. It's got to be kind of a natural thing, and I guess hitting is the same thing. You don't want to concentrate on the technicals.
How does it feel that your team wears panties, Anthony?
I like it. I think it's sexy. It's hot. Yuck. Bunch of dopes.
In the earlier interview with Portfolio.com, Giambi claimed he also hung his thong in the lockers of teammates Bernie Williams, Robin Ventura, Robinson Cano when they had trouble generating runs.
Robinson Cano.
Cano, sorry. I only put it on when I'm desperate to get out of a big slump, Giambi said. Whoever is on slumps puts it on, catcher Posada admitted yesterday. I don't know if it works. I haven't worn it yet. Posada added that a lot of players have worn it, but he didn't name names. Asked if the thong got washed between wearings, he gave a cringe-worthy answer. Ask Jason, said Posada. Jason is a little strange.
Yeah.
And then finally, the article goes on and on, but one more part here. Giambi said the thong gets washed between wearings. He's had it since 1996 when he played for the A's. He said the company that provided him with undergarments made it for him as a joke, and he's been sharing the joke with his teammates ever since. That's a weird joke, man.
It's a joke.
The Lucky Undies were hanging in his locker yesterday. You've got to come and ask for it, he said. That's the way it works. So it's hanging there, and then you have a batting slab like,
could I have your golden panties?
Yeah.
Jason?
I need to wear the panties tonight. I'm 0 for 82. I'm desperate. Don't want to be sent down.
That's fantastic.
Sorry, but the Red Sox are not wearing thongs. Going to take a little shot at your team today, Anthony.
Well, you know something? Anything the Yankees can do because they're sucking.
Last place, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Last place.
The curse is that Jeter was very rude to me. That's the problem.
I wouldn't worry. It's May.
You should stay in last.
Last place.
Yeah, the Mets even got him.
Huh?
The Mets even nailed him.
Well, the Mets aren't doing much better, so they were supposed to do a hell of a lot better than they're doing.
And doing a little better than the Yankees. They beat them.
Oh, I know. What, the Subway Series is happening?
Yeah.
Yankees.
An abbreviated Subway Series.
2 straight.
Yankees 20-24. You got your Red Sox at first place in the East, 27-19. And where are the Mets? The Mets are 22-19. So a few games out of the top spot in the NL East.
Because the Yankees started doing what they used to do in the 80s, which was getting these stupid free agent Johnny Damon. Stop. It's all farm system guys. Bring up the young guys, slowly work them in. That's what works.
They don't like doing that. They want to. They like building a team with what they think are superstars. So they spend a crap load of money, and they get people that are either past their prime or a flavor of the month or something like that. Damon had that buzz going, after the Sox won the series, and Steinbrenner was like, I get that guy on the team.
Right. Let's say hi to Joe in Philly. Joe, what's going on?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Do you know what? I know that you're going to marry a Philadelphian, but you really don't have to support our team.
Honestly, the Penguins are just a better team. You know that.
Well, Penguins. Granted, they're a hell of a lot quicker and everything else, and they're going to have their run for them when they're going to go up against Detroit sooner or later here. I'm sure they're going to take care of Dallas, but
right.
I still don't want your support, bud.
All right, I understand that, but Penguins were definitely the better team out of that matchup. And let's not forget that the Celtics moved on. They beat the Cavs in 7 games. So,
that was surprising.
Was it?
I don't know. Was it?
Hey, LeBron James left it all out on the court, my friend. Though he had, I think, 45 points. He did his job in Game 7.
See, even I know about LeBron.
LeBron James.
I know he's King James.
King James. He looks like he's 35 years old, and he's I think 19, 20 at this point. What a bizarre looking.
I know he's very
guy.
good.
Yeah.
Gets a lot of points. He's a crybaby, and his mom is a Budinsky.
He's not a crybaby. What are you, crazy? Why do you call him a crybaby?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Oh, that's not smart. Why don't you call Suge Knight a crybaby while you're at it?
Hey, I don't know what he was doing when he was knocked out.
Exactly.
Laying there on the ground. He could have been weeping.
$1 million offer for a rematch between him and that guy in Vegas.
Yeah.
People want to do something like that. He'll have a rematch. They'll ring the friggin' bell. He'll shoot him. It'll be over. I win.
I'd take one punch in the face from Suge for $500,000.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
God.
Not that he'd want to do that. It's embarrassing.
Big meaty hand of his.
One shot.
Ugh.
Break my jaw. I drink soup for 6 weeks. And I got a $500,000.
That situation's not over. That's going to end ugly for somebody. David, Iowa, what's up?
Hey, yeah, I was just calling to tell you that Giambi thing was the same thing as Tim Robbins over there in Bull Durham.
Yeah, some of these baseball superstitions. Actually, if we could find it, the paper, I think it was on Saturday, did a whole what all these guys used to do.
A lot of facial hair.
Well, there's
some other people that don't change their socks and stink up the whole locker room.
There were a few I never heard of before. Like, I think it was one of the Negros, like, lined up, like, 9.
Opie.
Negro.
Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ. What am I thinking?
Let's write a song. Lined up 9 cigarettes.
Yeah.
And after every inning, he would have a cigarette. After every inning. And then another guy.
Wow, that doesn't sound very good.
You got to find the list, because then there was another guy that ate licorice, and after every inning, he would spit it all out, brush his teeth, and then start over again.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, I meant to bring this list in. I forgot it at home, but if you could find it,
some of it in his mouth.
He would just eat licorice. I don't know, a certain amount of licorice, and then he would have to brush his teeth in between innings, and then start over again.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of silly.
You heard about the guys, they don't touch the lines and all that. That's the basic stuff. But a few of these guys were really out there. We'll find the list. We'll have it after.
It's like OCD stuff almost they get into.
Yeah.
Right, of course.
They have to do certain things.
What, Wade Boggs ate chicken every day or something like that?
And he wouldn't leave the house. He had that clock thing where he wouldn't leave the house. The clock had to be like on an odd number before he left the house.
I think they also said, I might be getting all my info messed up, but he would wait till 16 minutes before the game or an hour and 16, some weird time, and then he would do wind sprints. But he would wait to the specific time before the game started.
That's a problem. That's a mental problem.
We'll get the list because it was very, very interesting.
How about this? When the ball gets thrown, don't miss.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that? Hit it.
That's a good superstition.
Yeah, just don't stop swinging over the ball or under it. Connect with it and run quickly. There you go. Problem solved.
Right. Imagine we get in a slump with our radio careers and it's like someone decides we need to wear thongs. It's not happening. Thank you.
Might work.
It's so bizarre.
I like it.
Wearing thongs. Wow. Grown men wearing thongs. And now one call, by the way. Now one guy defending the male thong. I'm sorry.
No, of course
they could call it the male thong. They could call it whatever they want. It's women's underwear.
A thong is for girls.
All right. 877-212-ONA. Opie and Anthony. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Fast Freddy writes on the instant feedback, is Tony getting jealous? Meaning you, Anthony.
Tony? When the hell have I ever been called Tony?
I don't know.
Holy mother of Christ.
He goes, is Tony getting jealous watching little Jill Nicolini with those indie studs?
Indie studs? They look like fruits.
Is he in the studio with these guys right now?
And let me tell you something. Indie guys aren't known as manly guys. Indy and NASCAR are two different things. The audience is two different things. They NASCAR guys don't like Indy racing. It's fruity, they think. What is she wearing?
She's very smitten with the Indy guys.
She's
got
wearing
some competition, my friend.
She's wearing a little racing outfit.
Yeah.
What is she doing?
There's your girl on TV interviewing the Indy racers.
That was a sign of loyalty to Anthony. She didn't want those creepy drivers staring at her bosom.
Cleavage.
Ah, there you go. Thank you, Jimmy.
That's a good way to spin it, that's for sure.
She zipped right up to her neck.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That was good.
Like a Saudi Arabian woman. The man's not there.
A spacesuit. She looked like she's wearing a spacesuit.
Yeah, it's awful. Oh, they were mittens and a big hat on.
E-Rock, they were calling it a spacesuit too?
No, she says, I don't know why I'm wearing a spacesuit.
Oh, really?
No, she knows.
Spacesuit.
She doesn't want to blow with Anthony.
No.
Yeah.
She's doing her job.
Yeah, speaking...
We're both in broadcasting.
Jimmy mentioned Saudi Arabia. Well, yeah, I read this over the weekend. A 50-year-old Saudi woman asked for a divorce after her husband lifted her face veil while she was sleeping. For 30 years, the wife says she never showed her face to her husband in conformity with the traditions of her native village.
Wow.
After all these years, he tries to commit such a big mistake, the wife told the Saudi newspaper, blah, 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 after she left the house in total disbelief. She said the husband apologized and promised never to do it again. He just wanted to peek at what he's been married to for the last 30 years.
To him must have been like...
That's like seeing the taint.
Yeah, that's like when the panties slip off.
Yeah,
for the first time.
Well, that's like it's not Islam. It's like there's like these really weird villages that get really it's like a weird tradition in some of them. And there's like this one woman. They said she's 70, and the husband or children have never seen her face.
What is that about?
Pushes and goes and holds hands with them. Why don't you?
Is it a religious thing?
Yeah, no, it's
gotta be
tribal
some kind
traditions. I think. I don't think it's about
tribal.
Because her quote was,
tribal.
"Marriage is about love, not faces."
There shouldn't be tribes in 2008
or village, whatever it is. I could be wrong.
Shouldn't be tribal stuff.
How about this? It's stupid.
Thank you. It's stupid. Stop doing it.
Hey, going back to Giambi wearing that golden thong, so we found some of these...
on his face? They could peek under it.
Yeah. We found some of these weird baseball superstitions.
Yeah.
And
really
man, some of these are weird. Danny said the last one is the greatest thing he's ever heard. But we'll get there in a second. We got to start with Greg Swindell. Remember him? He was a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is what he would do. He would bite the tip off one of his fingernails before each start, and then he would hold the nail that he bit off in his mouth for good luck for the entire game.
Be great if he inhaled it. Just lodged in his windpipe.
How weird is that?
Yeah,
every game? Let's go to JP. JP, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? I was just watching Jill while you guys are out break, and she was totally flirting with those guys, asking them, like, oh, what would a girl have to do to get your race guy's attention?
Oh, no, she wasn't.
She totally did. You could have somebody that saw it call in, too. Somebody else saw it.
No way.
She doesn't want to play.
Absolutely, man.
She wants to make sure you got competition, just in case you're thinking this is going to be an easy one.
Oh, really? Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
That's it, man. Punching out, guys.
Now, she thinks those guys are sissies because she was probably telling them, you know what, my boyfriend drinks and then drives that fast.
A boyfriend. Jimmy.
More baseball superstitions. John Schmaltz, who once was doing jumping jacks in the clubhouse during an Atlanta Braves rally, was afraid to stop because he didn't want to be held responsible for the end of the Braves scoring rally. So he ended up doing jumping jacks for nearly a half an hour.
Ass.
Well, what do you do in that situation?
You stop.
Well, that's what most normal human beings would do, but these guys are extremely superstitious. LaRussa, who received a death threat while managing the Chicago White Sox in '82, that resulted in him wearing a protective vest. LaRussa covered the vest with a warm-up jacket, and when the Sox rattled off a winning streak, he kept wearing the jacket even after discarding the vest.
Wearing a vest?
Larry Walker.
Just a bulletproof vest?
Yeah.
Larry Walker is obsessed with the number 3. This is just OCD here. He sets his alarm for 33 minutes past the hour, takes practice swings in multiples of threes, wears number 33, was married on November 3rd at 3:33 p.m., bought tickets for 33 disadvantaged kids when he played in Montreal to be seated in section 333 at Olympic Stadium. His current contract included a joint $3,333,333 donation to children's organizations in British Columbia and Colorado. Finally, he has 3 kids.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Yeah, that
has nothing to do with superstition. He's a nut.
That's OCD.
How about someone says to Larry, no? How about that, Larry? No.
Just give him a 4.
And you want to round it off. how about 35 disadvantaged kids? There's 2 kids missing out.
Right.
Exactly.
Because he's a nut.
Because you're obsessed with the number 3.
Or 3 gaining because they only wanted to do 30.
Good point.
Oh, okay.
JC, Jersey.
I like to think of it the other way. I'm a glass half empty kind of guy.
Hi. What's up?
It actually is part of Islam that they do cover their faces.
I know.
And and in old India, they used to wives would used to light themselves on fire before their husbands died.
I like that. It'd be a lot easier if they did it like right after the wedding. Save the husband some headaches.
So, how do you know this? You sound like a little kid.
Well, I'm actually 13, and my stupid history teacher has been yelling this at us for about 4 months now.
Ugh.
So you're listening in school. That's good.
Why aren't you in school?
Oh, I've heard it so many times, I've kind of got used to it.
Why aren't you in school?
It's still early.
What?
No?
Well, I'm actually commuting right now, but...
Commuting? Wait, I never said I was commuting when I went to school.
Dude, I drive 40 miles.
You don't drive.
Who's driving you, mommy or daddy?
Daddy.
And why do you drive 40 miles to school?
I don't know. They wanted me to go to some private school.
Uh-oh. Bad neighborhood?
Oh.
No?
Daddy have money?
Not really.
No?
You sound like a pretty privileged kid there. 40 miles, private school? Is it an all-boys school?
No, it's not.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you, JC, for the info.
Maybe he's not a very bright boy, and it's a special school.
Oh, like one of them retard schools?
The boys who aren't very bright.
Yeah.
That's what you call it, too. It's the not very bright boy school. Everything's lined with rubber because they're just dumb. They walk in the walls.
Stupid.
Yeah, they eat things. Edible doorknobs. They the lad choose it. Bunch of little fools. Here's a spoon to eat your meat with because you're dumb.
Can't give you anything sharp.
Nothing sharp.
It's just the first bleeding child. They had to get rid of all the knives and forks.
That's right. It's a school for not too bright boys. No one wants to go there, so they tell them it's private.
40 miles away from everything.
Yeah. It's in a cabin in the woods.
Wade Boggs, moving back to the superstitious baseball players. We know about his chicken thing, right?
Yeah.
So he ate chicken before every game. This one starts with, where do we begin with Wade Boggs? He ate chicken before every game, woke up at the same time every day, took exactly 150 ground balls in practice, took batting practice at exactly 5:17, and ran sprints at exactly 7:17 every single day before a night game or whatever. His route to and from his position in the field beat a path to the home dugout, and he drew the Hebrew word, some symbol I don't know, chai, meaning life, in the batter's box before each at bat. Boggs is not Jewish, by the way. He always ended his pregame infield practice by stepping in order on the third, second, and first base bags, stepping on the baseline, taking 2 steps into the coach's box, and trotting to the dugout in exactly 4 steps. What a nut.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What a nut.
And then what would he do if he grounded out to third? Like, wouldn't that tell you the ritual is not good?
Yeah, it's not working.
You would think.
Yeah.
You would think. And if these rituals worked, wouldn't he still be playing baseball?
Of course.
It wouldn't be about losing your skills because you got older. The gods would be taking care of you. One of the most unusually famous superstitions came from former reliever Turk Wendell. He chewed, this is the one I was telling you about. He chewed 4 pieces of black licorice when he pitched, spit them out after each inning, brushed his teeth in the dugout, and leaped over the baseline, described as a kangaroo hop. When he was on the mound, Wendell stood if the catcher was squatting and squatted if the catcher was standing.
All right.
Lunatics.
Wait a minute. That could just be that he's a real, he's either giving or getting at all times.
Right.
He just does the opposite of what the catcher does.
Yeah.
Oh, my turn? Oh, your turn. My turn?
We saved the last, the best 2 for last. Finally, the best one, they're saying the best one comes from a little-known player named Kevin Romberg. His superstition was the need to touch back someone who had just touched him, like tag during recess in grade school. The need to touch someone back was so necessary that if a person somehow eluded his return touch, Romberg would send a letter that said, "This constitutes a touch."
What?
Let's say hi to Scott in Jersey. Scott. Oh, Chi, I meant to say, right, Scott? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, man. It's,
all right, I'm sorry. Chi, right.
You're obviously not Jewish, I guess, huh?
No, actually, they spelled it...
You never know by his spending habits.
That was very hurtful.
I know, but necessary.
That's not
that
very
constitutes a touch.
All right. Thank you, sir. And finally, Rick Sutcliffe once reached under a bathroom stall. Listen to this one. This is the one that Danny says is the greatest thing he's ever read. Rick Sutcliffe once reached under a bathroom stall to touch Romberg on the toe. Not knowing who did it, Romberg... So this
drilled
guy,
a hole in the stall
right.
and touched him back.
so obviously Rick Sutcliffe was just messing with this guy because he was a lunatic.
Yeah.
All right, so once again, Sutcliffe reached under a bathroom stall to touch Romberg on the toe. Not knowing who did it, Romberg went around the clubhouse and touched each player. Brooke Jacoby once told of tagging Romberg with a ball in the minors, then throwing it out of the stadium. Jacoby said that Romberg spent 2 hours looking for the ball before finding it. An umpire once halted play during a game in New York to tell Yankees players to stop touching Romberg. That's funny. He probably could have been the greatest baseball player ever, but he had ridiculous OCD.
Touch me.
That is amazing. Romberg. We got to learn more about Romberg. What do you got, Danny?
Turk Wendell's baseball card.
Oh, Turk Wendell's baseball card, where it looks like he's putting a nail in his mouth.
No, he's brushing his teeth.
Or brushing his teeth.
Oh,
this is the black licorice guy? Oh, all right, yeah. Brushing his teeth. His baseball card shows him with a toothbrush in his mouth.
A Turk Wendell brushing his teeth card. Limited edition. Wow, yeah, look at that. What a kook.
Let's go to South Carolina.
Jocks.
Prince, what's going on?
Hey, nothing. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, bro.
Hey.
Happy birthday, Ying Ying.
Thank you.
Could you please use the word urinate? Thank you.
Urinate. Well, I heard that Moises Alou, when he was with the Chicago Cubs, he urinated on his hands before every game.
Yeah, I'm hearing that a lot.
Wow, really?
Yeah, a few people are saying that today.
Why would you do that?
I don't, well...
Maybe because he never used gloves, so I guess that's why. I don't know.
He probably had a mistake in the bathroom once and went 6 for 6.
Yeah, there you go.
Hit for the cycle twice or something in the same game. Something ridiculous happened. He said, whoa, there might be something to this.
And since you can't guarantee a sucky pitcher, he's like, well, this I can control.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God.
Well, thank you, Prince. We appreciate that.
Well, not many high fives going on with him, though.
Yeah. Both New York papers talking about the new Indiana Jones flick. What is it called? The
Temple of Old?
Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good. And, he doesn't look as bad as I thought he would.
No.
They used some of that Hollywood magic, I guess. That makeup magic.
He's aged pretty well. He doesn't look like an old guy.
I've seen pictures of him where he's out with his emaciated girlfriend there, a wife.
Right.
And he kind of looks old.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
Well, the front page of both papers, it was shown in Cannes.
Cannes.
And it's getting like 3 stars.
Yeah.
Getting really good reviews. And we're lucky because we actually have in the studio somebody that saw the new
Indiana Jones?
The new Indiana Jones movie.
I thought, no, huh? Oh, no, not quite.
What? Not quite what, Roland?
I thought maybe we had Indiana Jones here.
Oh, yeah.
But no.
Roland?
He's not doing radio, but he says he's come back in December to plug his book. And he wants to come on the show. He said, can I come on the show? I said, okay, but in December, to plug his book. What? Everyone's always coming back to plug another project. Roland's good. Roland's very good.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie.
Dude, you're one of maybe,
nice.
Well, I don't know, but there's not many people that have seen this movie yet. You got to give us more than it was good.
No, it's like a Karen Allen. She looked old in the movie.
Karen Allen
Well,
looked old?
Karen Allen used to be America's little sweetheart back in the 70s and early 80s.
Yeah, that's the only thing in the film you shocked. Like,
ooh. Every time she was on screen, you went, ugh.
Yeah, it was good. It's like it starts.
Was she playing the sex pot still, or they?
Yeah.
No.
Really? She was. No, she's the only one that in the film where he goes, "There she is, the love of my life." I'm like, ew.
And every time you just went, ew.
Yeah, but it was a good movie, though. It takes place in Nevada in 1957.
1957 is the year. Okay, I was wondering about that.
All right, that's good.
So no Nazis, huh?
Russians.
Of course it has to be the Russians. The safe Russians.
Russians, commies.
Yeah.
So they're fighting commies, Cold War kind of stuff.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett plays the evil villain.
Evil villain?
Yes, Kate Blanchett.
So...
And then Shia LaBeouf plays the mini sidekick, Mutt.
Mini sidekick.
Well,
do they explain what happened to Short Round?
No.
Why don't they tell us what happened to Short Round?
They only explain what happens to his dad. That's about it.
Oh. Well, obviously he's dead.
Yeah.
This is all you got? Everyone's looking forward to this movie. What? It starts Thursday. It's just gonna set all sorts of records.
He's an archaeologist. He looks for things. He gets old stuff, and
he
goes finds it. People don't want him to.
Adventures. Well, he does. He
a lot of things try to kill him.
Well, he escapes, and then he goes through an adventure and finds things, and takes Shia along with them, and people come after him, and he teaches them the way.
So he's got a sidekick.
Yeah.
In this one?
Yeah, it's like him and his Shia and then his buddy, and then they go on a venture. And
what's a venture?
They look for the crystal skull.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, what's the crystal skull all about? I was reading an article about that over the weekend.
Mayans, like the Mayans.
But they're actual crystal skulls, and they say they...
He quips.
Does he quip?
I think they did a documentary on the crystal skulls over the weekend. I didn't see it yet on the Discovery Channel. Stump Brain, what do you got on this? Supposedly these crystal skulls, there's like 13 of them, and they hold the secrets of the universe or something?
The legend has that there are 13 crystal quartz skulls, and if they're lined up, the secrets of the universe will be revealed, decoded for us all. There's 8 of them have been dug up, and they're trying to find the other 5.
I have the screening if you want to see of that history of the crystal skull.
Oh, I thought you meant you had the screener at Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah. No one has
I don't want to see that.
Screw the history of the crystal skulls. We want the freaking movie.
He TiVo'd something and copied it for
Yeah,
us.
thanks.
But when were these quartz crystal skulls made?
They speculate that they were developed by either the Mayans or aliens and given to the Mayans.
Oh.
I vote for the Mayans.
But what's
yeah, I would too.
But what's creepy about these things, they are perfect human skulls.
Yeah.
It's creepy.
Open and close.
Yeah. And, and they're made of quartz, right?
Crystal quartz.
Crystal quartz.
And how old are they?
They're speculating on thousands of years, but there is one of them that was the last one that went up for sale was found in the 30s, I think.
Wow, they must go.
Why are they selling them if they hold the secrets of the universe?
$100, $200?
That's the argument. The
Nothing?
people who sold it
No
say
response?
this never should have been sold.
I'll tell you what happens. You line up all 13, you go, look at these. 13 heads. And you sell them.
Nothing happens, of course not.
I wish I had the money. I'd buy one and smash it on the sidewalk and say, now you're not going to learn anything. What do you think of that? Stupid people we are.
It says holds some magic power, magnetic
It doesn't.
power.
Yeah,
There's 13
magic power.
heads, and you'd be like, wow, look at them.
No, in the movie.
Now, in the movie, do they revisit, because I hate when they do this, do they revisit any popular scenes from past movies? Like when Indy, that guy has a big sword, and Indy pulls his gun out and shoots him.
Classic scene.
It's a classic scene. Like, they don't try to pull any of that crap
How about
again.
snakes?
Are there snakes?
They do that once.
The snakes?
Snakes? And he says, I hate snakes?
He goes,
I still hate snakes?
No, he goes, and then he continues.
Just like that?
Yeah.
He continues.
Well, he looks at the camera. He's like, what's wrong? He just looks at the camera. You're like,
Oh, so you chuckle like, oh boy, he hates those snakes.
I laughed.
Yeah.
Oh, you laughed because it's the inside joke. Like, look, you, the audience, knows that I hate snakes.
Yeah.
So I don't even have to say it. I just have to give you the look. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know, I hate snakes.
I got you.
Did you enjoy the movie?
I did. I did enjoy the movie.
Does it compare to the other ones? The trilogy?
Yeah, it does. I mean, Raiders is just a classic. I worship Raiders, but the other one,
you worship it.
I do. It's awesome. It's my favorite movie of all time.
What do you light candles and stuff?
Sometimes.
You got a little altar in your apartment?
Yeah, I just love the Raiders, but it's
does at some point does he reach under some closing door and narrowly like just in time grab something from underneath it?
No, but he slides through.
Oh, okay, but he slides through
At the last moment, right?
All right.
Did he die at the end of the movie?
No.
Of course not.
Don't ruin it.
No, they're already talking about a sequel. They're just trying to come up with an idea. Or no, I shouldn't say a sequel, another one.
George Lucas is a character, and how about Harrison Ford has to tie him down and shave his beard so he can stop trying to pretend he has a chin? His face looks like a balloon with just hair in the middle of it. His face and his neck.
He does. He stops shaving at some random point to make himself look like he's got a chin.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't know where to stop. There's no line. Most people stop where their jaw meets their neck or something. He has no idea where that is.
It looks like a fleshy exclamation point. That's what his head looks like, with just beard hair in the middle. Like if you shook him, his head and neck would go just flub.
So there's our review from Roland.
Yeah,
amazing.
There's a few surprises though.
Oh, a few surprises.
Really?
Well, don't ruin those.
Yeah, what could
those
be?
to be ruined? Surprises.
Say it's good.
Did you?
Yeah, good.
It's good.
Did you see Sex and the City yet?
No.
Are you going to?
No.
You have to.
Yeah.
It's
I
your
will.
job.
Yeah. I will see it though.
Rotten Tomatoes, by the way, giving the new Raiders movie 73% positive reviews.
What?
Out of 37 reviews so far.
Are they all chick reviews?
No, I went back to Indiana Jones.
Raiders.
Oh, I'm
the
sorry.
Kingdom
I
of the
thought you
Crystal
meant-
Skull, 73% positive reviews so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
All right, let's say hi to
Confused
Bonnie
there
and,
for a second.
in
Ugh.
Far Rockaway.
Why can't it be Raiders and like the mystery of the lost keys? And he's just trying to find his car keys. And he's like,
Dun, 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 dun.
he's got to go back into all the stores he was in and look for them. And at the end of the movie, it's like, bop, 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 bop. Here they are. And the credits roll.
There
like,
he
"This
goes.
sucked."
And it's a 10-minute movie, and people are like,
Jeez.
what the hell?
No, it's an hour and 55 minutes with DVD extras in the box set.
And he's looking very puzzled as he looks around, takes his hat off and scratches his head, puts it back, walking around looking.
Bonnie, what's going on?
He has to check underneath his bed with his whip. Trying to get it with his whip under the bed. Well, dust bunnies are coming out. That's a good plot there, Jimmy.
I like that because every time he goes somewhere, you'd be like, "Are the keys here?"
Yeah, where are his keys?
Well, they ruin
Seems to misplace them.
They ruin everything in Hollywood. Eventually, they'll probably have something kind of similar to that.
Indiana Jones and the Lost Keys.
It's like, what happened to this franchise?
I think it's going to be some big thing where he needs to find certain keys for these ruins.
Yeah.
But it's just his car keys.
Indiana Jones and the box of rock candy. Misplaced it for a lad. Now you have to find it.
I would say. Bonnie, what do you got?
Hi. I just want to say, I want to say I love you guys. You're awesome. You're cool. And anything you do takes to go. You guys are magical. I just want to say thank you.
Are you drowning?
Is Anthony here? Yeah, Anthony's here.
Oh.
But he's taken.
What's up, Bonnie?
Not much. How are you? How are you, dear?
Oh, good. How are you, Bonnie?
All right. How are you?
You what?
I think she loves you. You
What?
love
I
Anthony?
love you very much.
She loves you very much.
Yeah, you sound great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sound like a
I feel
keeper.
it. You said it too.
You have to speak up, Carol Ann. It's hard to hear you.
You said it too.
Oh, good. I sound good, too.
Oh, okay.
So, Bonnie. What? Oh, wow. So, Bonnie, don't put it past me. I would have sex with her.
Absolutely.
Of course you would. Why should she be any different than... Never mind.
Teasing.
She thinks we're JV and Elvis.
Yeah.
What's going on,
Bonnie, what's the matter with you?
I'm in a rehab program. And I don't want to be here.
You're in rehab?
In rehab.
What was your poison?
Oh, I think she called a month or so ago.
What did you like?
Would I like what?
As far as drugs or booze, what are you in rehab for?
I like no tobacco. I smoke from a pipe.
You're in rehab for tobacco?
No, for drugs.
For what?
For no drugs.
What kind of drugs?
No cocaine.
Oh, coke?
You smoked the coke?
Yeah.
Should be easy.
Yeah. That stuff is good.
That stuff is good?
Did it screw your head up?
Yeah, I go on a mind trip.
Are you on medication right now?
I'm taking happy pills.
Happy pills?
Uh-huh.
Lots and lots of happy pills.
Jeez.
Thank you. I love you, dear.
Oh, that's
All right,
fantastic. How old are you?
I'm 46.
How long
What
did you
about you? How old are you?
Why are we still talking?
I don't know.
Why not? You might have some. She does. Please, you know how easy she'd be to get. Sprinkle some sugar on the steering wheel. Bang her while she gives it a shot.
What are you still doing coke for at 46 years old?
Yeah, that's a drug.
Are you out of your mind?
Thank you guys for driving me so crazy.
Well, that's a drug for the young, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You certainly shouldn't be doing coke in your 40s. She's bad. What, Bonnie?
Huh?
You sound a little retarded.
It's a bad phone.
I was on that no stuff for a little while.
Meth stuff. She was doing meth for a while.
Meth too.
A little meth action.
Well, that's got to be great.
In your 40s. That's
in
terrific.
your 40s. That's wonderful.
You should be having a glass of wine at dinner in your 40s.
Yeah.
No, I don't do that.
Leave that crap to the youth. What's wrong with you?
Who put you in rehab? Family?
That's what I'm in rehab for. So I keep doing that stuff.
Well, who put you in the rehab?
Who put you in? Family, or did you put yourself in?
My mother.
Your mother?
I hate that witch. My mother.
Your mother is putting you in rehab at 46. She must be proud.
She's in her 70s. She's got to deal with her kid that's like freaking freebasing and doing meth in her 40s. What a nightmare.
So, what did you ever prostitute yourself for drugs?
Yeah.
Yeah, huh?
No, I don't do that.
No, but you have. You've had sex for drugs before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's pretty good.
Yeah, of course. What are you going to do if you don't have any money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy for girls.
Paint this house?
For guys, it's like, God, I need drugs. You got to come up with money. For girls, they got to...
Yeah, that no stuff is expensive.
All right, Bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonnie, we got to take a break.
Bonnie, I didn't know being married to Rich was such a hard thing, but it really must be tough.
She's still talking.
All your listeners and all the people that know.
All right, Bonnie. That's fantastic.
We care about your plight, but we care more about paying the bill, so we got to let you go, all right?
All right, I love you guys to call.
Oh,
all right.
Fantastic.
We're going to wrap up this break, and it's going to connect Bonnie with Roland. Believe it or not.
Wow,
I want to thank Roland for his wonderful movie review.
The adventures. He escapes.
Yeah.
He gets caught.
And every time Karen Allen comes on the screen, what happens?
Indiana Jones.
How are you going to tie them together? Is this that song we heard about, the retard and the boar?
Well,
no disrespect.
We tie it together by having Roland sing Rehab to Bonnie, who's in rehab. On the Opie and Anthony show.
They tried to take you to rehab. I said no, no, no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you will know, no, no. I ain't got the time. If my daddy thinks I'm fine, he's trying to take me to go to rehab. I won't go, go, go. I'd rather be at home with Ray. I ain't got 70 days, because there's nothing you can teach me that I can learn from Mr. Hathaway. Is that Anna?
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony show. Let's not forget about onaradio.com now being updated as the show goes. That's very, very good news. And look for Stephen S. from Bayshore's show rundowns later on in the day. All on onaradio.com. Nice. Mike Huckabee, who used to be a candidate for the presidency of the United States of America, had a bit of a faux pas at a NRA convention.
Whoops.
Getting a lot of talk today.
Yeah.
You heard about this one?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think?
He was trying to be off-the-cuff funny, and these guys just shut up.
Why can't he be fired from politics now?
Yeah.
Because if we try to be off-the-cuff funny and we slip up, we lose our jobs.
Yeah.
These guys, he made a mistake.
That's all right. He's like, he's just off the cuff. It was something that he wasn't planning on saying, got caught up in the moment and said it. We can't use that excuse.
No,
Ever.
never.
You have to be on a guard all the time.
I guess he was up there talking at a NRA convention. Someone either fell down or something happened in the audience that made a noise where everyone was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah.
So he reacted to that by saying this.
And we darn sure would like for it to be less expensive.
Darn.
But the reality is, and I'm worried because, frankly, within the That was Barack Obama. He just tripped off a chair. He's getting ready to speak, and somebody aimed a gun at him, and he dove for the floor.
Wow.
And then you just hear like the silence and
a couple laughs, but mostly, what did he just say? This is a bit uncomfortable for everybody.
He just made a pointing a gun at the presidential candidate joke.
He got greedy. Here's what happened. That was Barack Obama. He was standing, getting ready to speak. He felt, gotta laugh.
Gotta laugh.
Like,
move
Barack
on.
Fell down. But
Move
he had
on.
to tie it in with the event.
Yeah. I'm at a gun event. Let's bring up guns and presidential candidates.
Yes, and a very real threat. The guy's the biggest Secret Service protection detail.
Amazing.
It's good.
Guys just don't know when to stop.
Well, there's no real backlash because he doesn't really have a job to lose, I guess.
No, it's not like he's still running.
Yeah.
So if he was, they would jump on that, but no one cares.
Tel Aviv bus bomber drove in.
well, oops, what? What did I say?
Idiot.
People talking at NRA conventions usually do say stupid things. It's
well, Charlton Heston
really makes it look bad.
My God, man.
Me being a card-carrying member,
I understand that. When are you going to talk in one of these?
They ought to have me up there.
They're going to ask you to talk locally. I'm sure they have local events, and they're going to get you.
Well, that'd be nice.
What would you say in front of the NRA people?
I'd say everyone should have guns. That's what I'll say. That's my motto. Guns for everyone, whether you want them or not.
I was at Anthony's house over the weekend, and
and
I saw firsthand that you do indeed carry while you're walking around your fine abode.
Well, I was going to the range,
and then I was just too scared to hold any firearm. I'm like, I don't trust myself with freaking guns.
I'll be scared. I'll be scared of
You
the
see
guns.
how I held it? I was like,
I know.
I held it like it was.
Opie holds it like it's evidence. Holds it between the thumb and forefinger, just kind of
no joke,
holding it up.
He doesn't want his prints on it, you psychopath.
Right?
Maybe that's it.
Exactly. And then it was disarmed or whatever, and then you handed it to me.
Yeah.
And then I kind of gave it a little feel. Nice weight to it.
Yeah. It's a good thing about a gun. Just feels good in your hand, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good? A nice gun. But I'm very safe. I've been around guns my whole life.
No, I understand that.
Always point it down, pop out the magazine, open it up,
I saw how
lock it, and then hand it to the person in a completely unloaded, open position.
Opie holds a gun like Ann holds a baby. That's Coach Mike. Stunt brain.
Yeah.
Stunt brain coming up with that one.
Coach Mike.
Coach Mike.
Coach Mike. Yeah, we're going to call you Coach Mike.
Coach Mike.
You're going to have to start walking around the show with a whistle.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have a whistle by tomorrow, you're fired.
A sweatshirt and a whistle.
And you know we could do that because this is like a temporary thing, so you better wear that whistle. Better wear that whistle tomorrow, Coach Mike.
Coach Mike's pick of the week.
And I want some kind of like Notre Dame Notre Dame like football cap on.
Yeah.
Or maybe a local high school. Maybe we could have like the local high schools. Yeah, local high schools.
High school of the week.
Yeah, start sending in your football caps and baseball caps, and Coach Mike will wear yours.
Oh, God.
And he's sporting his whistle.
All those pictures will go up on the website. You might see your school.
Right.
Ugh.
And I want you to start calling timeouts during the show so we can regroup and figure out what we're doing next.
Only speak in coach vernacular.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all coach puns.
All right, yeah, screw the stunt brain. We weren't comfortable with that. You're Coach Mike for now on.
Coach Mike.
When we're
Thank you, Coach Mike.
We're close to the end of the show. You can go, all right, guys, we're winding down the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Hit the table.
Yeah.
Let's go. Clap a lot and blow the whistle.
2-minute warning, you know.
2-minute warning. Yeah. I'm bad with that thing.
But, we make fun of Anthony, but he takes his gun ownership very, very seriously. I noticed that.
A great responsibility.
I noticed that. I'm a klutz. My gun would go off. It would. And hopefully no one would be in the way of the bullet.
Oh, God.
That's why I can never have one. I'm a klutz.
Yeah. You have to constantly be aware of what condition, loaded, unloaded. Is there even a magazine in it? Out? Is one chambered? Is it not? You have to constantly know exactly what condition your gun is in.
Yeah, absolutely.
At all times.
Speaking of guns, you go to the gun range because I left you and you say, well, I'm going to the gun range.
Go to the range.
Off a few rounds.
Pop a few off.
Thanks for the invite, by the way.
Wait, did Anthony invite you to his house?
I was just taking my pistol
He doesn't
down there.
invite anyone to his house. You got to call him up and go, hey, I'm in the area. Can I stop by?
That's what he did. And I was like, you know something? I was like, yeah, I'm kind of happy with the way the place is coming along. And
me and my girl had a very nice visit with Anthony. But I even told her on the way over, I'm like, I think Anthony's extremely lonely, but he's not brave enough to actually call people and go, hey, you want to come over and hang out? But if someone calls and says they're in the area, he's right on it. Like, yeah, come on over.
Yeah, come over. Well, you know what it is? My house isn't completely ready yet. It's not all done. But it's in a position now where I'm kind of happy with what's going on. I'm not embarrassed to have people over because it's just an empty house. Things are happening. So, yeah.
You've made a lot of progress in the last 2 months. And,
yeah.
And it looks like this pool of his that he's been talking about is going to be done in a couple of weeks.
Yep, going in.
It costs more than most people's houses. I saw the design for this thing. Wow. You might as well make it into a Long Island version of the Playboy Mansion because you got the pool now.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. That's my goal.
You got like a grotto thing happening. You got like a fire pit that's underground kind of. You have to step down into it.
A sunken fire pit.
He's got a cabana. Are you hiring a cabana boy?
No cabana boys.
That could wear
Screw that.
That could wear a golden thong to make sure your hitting streak.
So I'm not in a slump.
Make sure your hitting streak continues with the broads.
I got 20 tons of rock in the backyard waiting to be put in.
I saw that too.
Granite, stones, and stuff.
Yeah.
You put in where?
Around the pool and around the landscaped area. So the pool is going to be this free-form lake kind of look to it. It's going to be dark gunite, which is like the cement that they use. And it's going to be a little darker than normal, so it has this very lake look to it. And there's going to be granite all around it. And a big spillover hot tub jacuzzi thing that water falls into the pool.
I want to come over.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. I'm going to have a big party when everything's done, probably midsummer. I'm going to have a big blast.
His house is rocking. He's like motivated to get it into looking like something. Anyway,
painting is almost done. And
I mentioned the gun range because there's something going on there. They're holding date nights. Have you seen this at your gun range yet?
No one I want to date there. It's just a bunch of burly cops. I think I've seen like one girl there.
I don't know if that's smart.
And I think she was a female cop.
I don't know if you want to find your future wife or your next girlfriend at a gun range.
Oh, I did see a couple. Wait a minute. I did.
What?
I did see a couple that was there, and the girl didn't seem to know what she was doing, so her boyfriend was showing her.
And like, she's holding her hands like, oh, I would like this.
It was no, it was a rifle. She was shooting a rifle, and she didn't know where to put the butt of the rifle. And
he's like, no, do this, and he guided into her
mouth. Now pull the trigger with your toe.
Did she use her big ample boobies?
Her bosom
to help with the kickback?
Yeah, they kind of shook a little when she fired. It went,
oh, nice. Here's date night at the gun range.
Romance at the shooting range. Range USA in East Memphis holds date night every Friday night.
Date night on the gun range.
Date night on the gun.
It's for couples and singles who love to shoot 'em up. Eyewitness News Everywhere reporter Sarah Buttison.
Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up.
By the way, you already have a cabana boy. It's Keith the cop.
Oh, right.
And I saw Keith's room, and it was creepy. It looks like he's living there. It looks like he's got enough stuff there where he's living there 1, maybe 2 days a week.
And it looks like he's on the lam.
Yeah, he's
like on the run. It's a flop house.
He's got a flat screen that's not on the wall. It's kind of on the floor up against the wall. And then he's got his PlayStation 2, I think.
Yeah.
He gave him the old PlayStation because you got the Xbox.
Yeah.
And his bed was made.
Yeah.
It was creepy. And there were some clothes, like in piles on the floor.
Yeah, like slippers. He's got like slippers there. I don't know what's going on that side of the house. I don't go there.
But he's definitely taken over this room.
Yeah, he has.
It's not like it's a guest room and he just has some of his stuff in there.
No, it's Keith's room.
It's Keith's room.
It's turned into Keith's room.
I have no doubt about it anymore.
Yeah.
So...
Well, and I was thinking once the painters leave and they take all that stuff out of the maid's quarters, he could take that little room downstairs, but he won't have that.
And my streak's alive, by the way. Every time I visit Anthony's house, I do a little something. I would suggest that Keith checks his bathroom the next time he's over.
Oh, no.
Over Anthony's. Because I know Anthony's not checking the I don't know, 12 bathrooms that he has.
I don't check. I tell the maids to make sure they flushed all the toilets.
Well, you might want Keith to check his bathroom.
You better not have left anything in there. I'll kill you.
That was the latest gift I left at your house.
Opie's thing is to go in a different bathroom every time.
Knowing that you're not going to discover what I may have done.
I certainly hope you didn't leave something in there.
Of course I did.
Good for you. If you had any guts, you do it on the Keith's pillow.
Little treat.
Back to the gun date thing.
Where reporter Sarah Buttison went to date night to find out how firing a few rounds can rekindle your romance.
Let's be honest, goggles and earmuffs aren't the sexiest look. But here at the shooting range is where some Memphis couples are coming to connect on Friday nights.
The sound of gunshots, the smell of gunpowder, and romance are all in the air at Range USA.
We could be doing a movie at home.
Friday night is date night at the East Memphis shooting range.
I plan to be here every Friday. Yes.
Wow, that's creepy. I don't think you want to find your girlfriend at a gun range.
Little romance.
Yeah, but then the the relationship goes bad, and she knows how to work a gun.
She knows how to shoot.
I mean, women are capable of some crazy stuff, but you don't want to introduce guns into the equation.
Yeah.
They're really good with frying pans and household items. You don't need to throw a few guns in the mix.
Nice misogynistic way to put it.
Well,
that's why I always wear my gun around the house too. It's another reason.
Why?
Because if you leave it somewhere, like in a drawer or on the dresser, something like that, other people can get it. But if it's on you, it's on you.
I don't
want anybody disgruntled.
I don't want to give too much away.
Shoot you.
But I saw a collection, all legal, by the way. I'm not trying to say that.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is on the up and up with Anthony. But I saw, I'm not even going to say where, but they were all laid out really nice, one after another, like you would do shoes.
Yes.
If you do care about shoes, you would have your shoes all lined up, your sneaks, your dress shoes, whatever, right?
Yeah.
You had your guns lined up like that, and I want to know why.
I said that it's it's accessorizing for me. I look and go, what gun do I want to wear today?
What gun do I feel like wearing?
The Walther 380. I think I'll wear the Walther 380 today. It's nice. It's a little smaller. And some days it's today, 45.
Yeah.
I'm definitely wearing the 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, the SIG.
That was creepy. And then the other thing that was creepy was I opened up one door and quickly closed it because I didn't like what I saw in there.
Oh.
All on the up and up again, but I'm like, wow. Are the Sandinistas staying with you now? Are they living with you?
That was my rifles. My rifle collection.
Yeah. With everything you could possibly need with the rifles. And I noticed that light didn't work.
A lot of ammo?
Oh, yeah. And the light didn't work. We opened up this door and quickly closed it. I didn't hey, let's see how the pool's coming.
Turn the lights on and show you, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there.
I lost track.
A lot of ammo. It looks like a survivalist's vault.
What childhood nightmare are you protecting yourself from? Something happened.
It has
is fending off.
It has the workings of a panic room.
Yeah. It really does.
You just need the protective door and metal doors or whatever, and you're set to go. A little more on the date night at the gun range.
Assistant manager Kristen Bauer says date night started a few years ago.
Couples of all ages, kind of all walks of life. They come in, some are younger, some are older. They find they would like to do date night instead of going to dinner and a general movie.
Firing a few rounds together helps her and her husband rev up their romance.
Yeah, it's hard to leave the range and then go home and go right to bed. You're alert, you're awake, and really you could leave here and go and do something else for fun. Continue the date night.
What makes love last can be a loaded question. At Range USA, there's a sure shot answer. The couple that shoots together stays together.
Doesn't rhyme.
For $39, the couples who come here get 2 meals, 2 boxes of ammo, 2 targets, but just 1 shooting lane so they can stay at close range to each other.
Of course these couples stay together. They're both paranoid as F.
Who's going to make paranoid?
Who's going to make the first move? I don't think this is working out.
Draw.
Exactly.
doesn't mean you're paranoid.
I don't know.
That sounds good. That sounds like a fun night.
You would find your next girl at a gun range?
No, I don't think find, but I would take a girl to a gun range.
Oh, that's different.
I have in the past.
But these girls sound like they are a bit experienced with the guns to begin with.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do that.
It's like taking a girl that hit some golf balls. It's kind of fun, but they're not real experts.
They're not good at it.
Kind of showing them, you hold the golf club for them a little bit and show them how it's done. And I could see you could do that with the guns, but this story makes it sound like they're very experienced with the guns.
Yeah, it sounds like they both are into it, and that's
like
what they're doing
going there, you're going there, and then you're meeting. You're meeting these people on site. Let's go to Nate in Brooklyn. Nate.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Opie. Within a few weeks, he's going to meet a girl at the gun range. They're going to be running around like Mickey and Mallory in Natural Born Killers.
Hey, that's a good reference.
No. Silly.
It's not weird that you meet a chick at a gun range. I mean, you've already gone through high schools and news stations.
Yeah, where are we at with Jill Nicolini? Any communications going on during the show?
I'm not tipping my hand.
You're pretty much taking this off our radio show all of a sudden.
Well,
people want to know what's going on.
I'll just.
If you weren't listening earlier, we did give the update that there was some communications going on during the weekend, right?
Yeah,
safe to say, and that there is some kind of date or drink thing happening in the very near future.
Did I fess up to that? Yes, there would be.
Yeah, I think you kind of did on the air.
Yeah, it's no secret.
Maybe the word date is a little strong, but you guys will be meeting up.
Yeah.
Because curiosity's gotten the both of you.
Curiosity? What do you...
Curiosity has gotten the both of you.
Two people going out for dinner.
So what day should we take off this week? Because I've heard some things that she might be the female version of you.
No.
Sounds like she might have some late nights before she does her traffic. And we used to joke about that in the office. But now, because we got some intel, she might be very similar to you, my friend.
She's from Long Island, so...
What day? Wednesday?
Says enough right there.
What show do we need to take off? Wednesday, Thursday? I'm thinking Friday.
I won't say.
Thursday would probably be a really good night to go out.
I won't say. I'm going to just...
got to give us something.
I'm going to clam up about this until
it happens
after the fact.
How funny would it be, though, if she doesn't want to have sex with him, all she wants to do is throw radio show ideas at him? Like, that's the whole
What
thing.
are you talking about, sex?
Like, I'm just saying,
come on.
If you like this girl, like, let's say that you think that it's a romantic interest. But she's just like, oh, my God, and then you guys got to do this, and just throws all these awful ideas, and you got to smile through dinner, and then she's like, all right, I'll talk to you later. But it's like a real buddy-buddy thing. There's no vibe.
Just bad radio ideas?
Even worse, a couple of weeks go by, and you come to us, and you're like, guys, I really think we need a female angle on the show. I think that it's the missing piece to our success.
I'll come to you and say that.
I know we've been fighting this for so long, but I'm really starting to feel... I mean, she's not like every other girl or broadcaster. I really think she could be one of the guys with boobs.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Just look at it as one of the guys with boobs.
That'll happen.
Look at it like it's Eric.
Sorry. I think we should give this a shot.
We really have been lacking in the female... I really think she could bring something to the show.
I went and saw Sex and the City, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, we went and saw it.
And I got a good angle. I just want to bring her in and maybe talk about the movie, and we'll see how it goes.
Oof. If that happens, you're free to break into my gun collection and use it on me.
Oh, it's too snack.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even want to, get too close to them. It's going take a look. I'm like,
Yeah. Nice.
Let's go to Woody in Florida. Woody.
Hey, we can find out how Anthony's date goes on Laszlo's show.
Yeah, no kidding. Linger longer.
Come on.
Yeah, book Laszlo for a radio show so we could make this guy talk, because for some reason he doesn't like talking on his own radio show. He likes talking about this stuff on other shows.
Sorry.
Or start drinking Bud Lights during the show, and we'll get so much info out of you, it's not even funny. Let's go to Joe on Long Island. Joe.
Hey, I want to know if Anthony's closet looks like Arnold's at a commando. You know, he's got to key in Jill's last 4 digits of his telephone number and access his gun.
You really should put some kind of locking device on that.
Oh.
That place I saw.
My panic room.
It was a little creepy, a little scary.
They're very secure.
And I want to say once again, all on the up and up, but a bit obsessive with his collection.
They're very secure,
to say the least.
Well, I like my guns. They're fun.
And I do have to say it again. You do take it very seriously.
Oh, yes.
Which was good to see, actually. I thought you were just like, whee!
I'm spinning them around like a Western.
Watch this move.
Throwing loaded guns around.
All right, we got to take a break. When we get back, wow, did George Takei really get married over the weekend?
Yes.
Because I guess what? You can get married in California now? So
they passed that.
Gays, yeah.
Yeah, well, George
The
Takei.
gays.
George Takei got married, and we got some audio of McCain on SNL just goofing on the fact that he's old.
Oh, really? He's got a sense of humor about that?
But he's still old.
Yeah.
And that's something that does bother potential voters, that he's old. It's good that you make fun of that, but the fact is you're still old.
It all depends on who he picks for his VP.
You think?
I think. Yeah.
All right.
But, given the choice, I think a lot of people will vote for old white guy.
Old white guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you might be surprised this time.
Oh, yeah?
80,000 people at a rally.
Yeah,
It's a lot
in the
of people.
Pacific Northwest.
Doesn't matter. That's a lot of people for anyone to get out to a rally.
Yeah, it's true.
Republican in the Bible Belt wouldn't get that many people out to a rally.
You're right.
But you just got to win states.
Are they going to vote, though?
Yeah. If they come out to a rally, I'm sure they'll vote.
Well, that state is so Democrat. That's a Democratic state.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're all hippies. They're all hippies there.
How's old cookie dough legs doing? Is she's still hanging around?
She's so finished. Why did she just hang it up? She's got no momentum at all.
None.
Well, she's
except literally, she's got a lot of momentum.
I'm glad you asked. She's in Kentucky. She talked in front of a crowd that wasn't as big as Obama's.
Of course
and
not.
she's saying that she has the overall vote lead. That's what she's saying today.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But Obama has 20-point lead in the superdelegates, so, which I guess is really important now.
Those two
because
sticks of butter.
They just invented that.
Yeah, they just came up with it this election, I guess.
Just to make sure that the citizens of America don't vote for the president. We like to think we do, but in the end, I think it started getting scary, so they had to come up with superdelegates now to make it even more complicated.
Never have I heard that word.
And we said it last week. If they wanted us to vote for the next president, they would have the election on not a Tuesday.
Yeah.
They would have it on the weekend.
Yeah, the weekend.
And not like at 8 o'clock on the weekend. They'd have it around noon, 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Wake up, go to Starbucks, and then vote. Not on a Tuesday.
And
the worst day of the week, easily.
It wouldn't make your prize for voting. You get jury duty.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true,
congrats.
too. Yeah.
You're putting our system now.
Oh, you like to vote? Well, guess what? You're going to also learn to like jury duty. You're right. That's one reason why I avoided voting for many, many years. I didn't want to be part of the system.
Yeah, put in the big computer.
For jury duty.
That they pull you out of and make you sit in jury duty.
Plus, they make you go to like a smelly school or a church basement. They just make it just awful. They don't make it they don't pick a happy place, and they don't have music playing just to kind of make it festive, because we're, make it a little festive.
You ought to be able to do it from home.
You don't think they know how easy it is to vote nowadays?
Yeah.
They're avoiding all that.
They want to chipper it up. They ought to incorporate genital torture to make it a more enjoyable experience.
Exactly. Stale cookies in a church basement with old ladies that are just volunteering because they're bored living alone somewhere.
Yep.
On a Tuesday.
Yeah, thanks.
And you're in this really long line because they don't open enough places because they want to deter you as much as possible.
Yeah, they don't want people coming out.
They know a lot of people, if there's a long line, they're going home. I wanted to vote, but too much of a hassle.
Who's they, by the way? Who are the they?
The Illuminati.
The Illuminati, right.
Were you testing me?
Yes, I was.
And I passed the test.
Yes, you did.
The Illuminati.
The Bill Burr paranoid test.
Look at the dollar bills. Say no more, say no more.
Yeah.
Go to YouTube and look at the dollar bills. It's all right there for you.
It's all spelt out?
All scary stuff.
The Illuminati?
The Illuminati. I'm surprised they haven't found the crystal skulls yet.
Are they looking?
They probably have the last 5.
They're bowling with them.
Knowing the Illuminati, they allowed us to find 8 out of the 13 crystal skulls. And they got the other 5, and they're just laughing at us.
We're all puppets.
Because they know no one will ever find the remaining 5. So no one will get the secrets of the universe, my friend. No secrets of the universe for us.
No.
Opie and Anthony. Good morning to everybody. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, 877-212-ONA. We got John McCain on SNL. Well, we also have Curtis Sleewood taking shots at us again.
Is anyone even listening to care?
To Curtis Sleewood?
Yeah.
I don't know. To be honest with you. He's just a douche.
What are you doing? Give me attention?
Imus took over his slot. He was expendable.
I think they moved him to when is he on? He does some weird schedule over at ABC Radio here in New York.
Who knows?
He does 5 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Live.
Okay. And then he has to come on again after
You warm up for Imus.
Oof. And he does 10 to 10:45 because he has to be off for Paul Harvey.
He's Imus's opening act.
Wow. He does an hour and 45 minutes between 5 and 11?
Yeah.
That's horrendous.
And he's goofing on us.
So wait, he does the hour before Imus comes on, before the big boy broadcast, and then he does 45 minutes after Imus' show, so he does the post game.
Yeah.
He's a locker room hack. So what are your expectations for the big game, Mr. Imus? Given all the stats of Imus' career, blah, 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 then Imus does the big game.
And the real show comes on.
And then you do the post interviews, basically.
The wrap up.
Not good enough to actually play the sport. That's what I call Mr. Sleewa. But Sue Simmons, I guess he went off on Sue Simmons and then somehow made it about us and trashed us. Sue Simmons was the anchor. Everyone has seen the video by now.
Yeah, she dropped the F-bomb.
It was huge on all the viral video sites. Dropped the F-bomb. And she skated. She's going to be fine. She's not going to lose her job.
No.
This is what she had to say about Sue Simmons.
Simmons apparently is known after anchoring the 5 p.m. newscast and the 6 p.m. newscast at Channel 4, going for a liquid dinner, either at Gallagher's State House or Jean Georges in Columbus Circle. Many of the clientele say that she gets happy, and by the time she's half in the bag and jumps in a cab to go back to NBC Studios to do the 11 o'clock broadcast, she is toasty, as apparently she was the other night when she let the F-bomb slip.
What's wrong with his voice?
There's a lot of dead air. He pauses to try to think of what he's going to say next. So in order to shorten it down to something we could play, I had to do that.
You had to take the gaps of dead air out?
Gaps out?
Yeah.
Dude, you should give us the original track. I want to hear all that
Let us
uncomfortable
hear.
dead air.
All right, I'll go.
It sounds like he's putting Novocaine in his coffee or something. It sounds like he's not opening his mouth enough when he's speaking. And then he went on to us for some reason.
Sue Simmons, well, no disciplinary measures have been taken so far. But remember the actions taken against Arthur Chen, who was out on the street and dropped the F-bomb on live TV after Opie and Dopey.
I guess I'm dopey. I'm always dopey.
You have to be dopey again.
Why do I always have to be dopey? Just
that's pretty hack. I mean, can't you come up with something
Opie and
better
dopey.
than that one? They've been using that since our AF
Opie
days.
and ain't funny.
Yeah,
I like that one.
That was kind of clever, right?
Yeah.
After Opie and Dopey, the degenerate two of talk radio in the mornings, FM ruling the house because they're freaking morons, feeble-minded, fornicating madly, and free marijuana. That's why FM stands for that. Well, Opie and Dopey sent some of their listeners, their sycophants, toadies, and lackeys, out to various sites in which newscasters would...
We only met Slee once, and he was nothing but nice to us.
Yeah, it's always the way.
At some event back in the day.
It's a character he does. I did Hannity and Combs with him. He was asking questions about the walk over to satellite. He had all these questions. He goes, I call him Opie and Dopey. And he kind of laughed like it was a funny thing he does.
Right. Oh, is it?
It was silly. So what are you doing?
What an ass.
Character.
Sites in which newscasters were doing stand-ups. And the whole idea was to interfere with their broadcast. To get shits with Opie and Dopey. And they cost Arthur Chin his job. He got fired. Meantime, what? Opie and Dopey got a pay raise? The schmucks that they are?
Schmucks that we are. You know what? If you're in radio, you know that our assault on the media contest was actually a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
You do know that. It got us...
Yes, it was. It got us press.
It got us a lot of press. And the Arthur Chien thing, we didn't get him fired.
He cursed.
He couldn't keep it together. I guess if we weren't there, he wouldn't have been fired. But
no,
but I mean,
been
come
anybody.
on. But obviously something else was going on with Arthur Chien that day, and we were the last straw because he didn't even pause before he said, "What the f is your problem?"
Who's the bigger schmuck? The guys who are doing well, or the guy who does an hour before Imus
and
then
45 minutes afterwards?
That's an awful time slot.
Oh boy, did he take a dive!
What day? What time are you on? Well,
let me explain this.
And how many times did you have herkimer-jerks who would try to interfere with your broadcast?
Not screaming, not like the Opie and Anthony thing with Arthur Chien.
Right, well, that's why I'm...
Who's that guy? He's got one of those...
Not like the Opie and Anthony thing.
Wait, he does a 45-minute show and he has to, like, share it with a news guy?
The second hour, they have a news guy in there with him.
It's not the second hour. It's the second part of a show, which is 45 minutes. Not counting, like, commercials.
Yeah.
He probably talks for, 30 minutes after Imus.
Yeah, he has a newsman in there who reads the news stories, and they riff back and forth with each other.
Sounds like magic.
Sounds like magic.
Right, well, that's why I'm bringing up...
people behind me doing this and, chanting and that kind of thing.
Right, and everybody forgets Arthur Chien, good reporter.
Trying to distract you.
Lost his job because Opie and Dopey, those two degenerates, those
get
FM
it.
morons.
Now, he was at Channel 2 then, right?
Right. Freaking morons, feeble-minded, fornicating madly, free marijuana.
Fornicating madly?
Do you understand what he's saying? And this is why he shouldn't even...
Free marijuana? What?
I'll explain what he's doing, and this is why he shouldn't even have a 45-minute radio show. He's coming up with things that
That's what FM stands for.
That
45 minutes.
45 minutes.
There you go. Take that.
Forgot that one, Curtis.
Oh, that's funny. What a
He's
tool.
coming up with things that FM stands for.
Yeah.
And he thinks this is clever. It's stupid.
Report.
Trying to distract you.
Lost his job because Opie and Dopey, those two degenerates, those FM morons.
He was at Channel 2 then, right?
FM
Right.
morons.
Freaking morons, feeble-minded, fornicating madly, free marijuana, foul-mouthed, would get this...
Free marijuana? What does that mean?
Does he think we come in here stoned, man, every day?
Yeah,
Is that what we do?
Because we're degenerates.
Yeah, man.
Wow. FM, 5 in the morning.
I like that one, Curtis.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, M stands for mafia, so we could go down that road, too.
Oh.
He had a little incident, didn't he?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
Didn't he?
Almost got killed there.
Foul-mouthed would get their sycophants to go out there and interfere with the broadcast.
Right.
Found your music.
And then they would get their jollies off on it. They signed $1 million contracts. Arthur Chien lost his job because he threw the F-bomb at those Opie and Dopeites, and he ended up with a pink slip.
You know what? At the time, it sucked for Arthur Chien to get fired because of what we did, absolutely. But in the end, we did him a favor. No one knew who he was. He got a lot of exposure because of the assault on the media thing we did. He was like, he was one of these niche reporters that reported on just like the MTA, like subway stuff. He was niche.
Yeah, he wasn't even on all the time.
And he fought his firing, by the way, and he won his case. And it was determined that they should not have fired him for what he did. Mm-hmm. And then he turned around and got a much better gig, and people know who he is now. So as much as he went through that, and that blows, obviously, he became better for it.
Hey, look, do they care? Does the media care when they get people fired? They do nothing legitimately sometimes, but other times they don't care about the legitimacy of it as long as they get the coverage. So they don't care what they do to people's lives, and no one here got him fired. He got fired because he threw the F-bomb out. He tried to get gangster. What the F is your problem, man? The guy wasn't poking him. Right. He just didn't like that his broadcast was interfered with. You're doing a live broadcast outdoors. It happens. Too bad.
Yeah, even if you don't have a radio station doing like this assault on the media thing like we did, there's always somebody trying to mess with your broadcast. Yeah. Whether they're throwing up gang signs or like
behind you,
pushing into you because they're trying to wave and get their face on camera.
Yeah.
You know, our guys actually were very polite. It was thin. He wasn't even excited to be there. If you've ever heard the tape,
no.
Like he was just in the background, not really pushing into Arthur Chien's face.
Yep.
I have the Curtis Sue Simmons clip with the stutters, and see, E-Rock, he blew it. You made him sound like much better. This is the clip we just played, the original clip without you messing with it?
Yeah, well, track 1 wasn't really the important one. That's why.
I understand, but the same Sue Simmons clip where it was like ... This is the original clip.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Simmons apparently is known after anchoring the 5 p.m. newscast and the 6 p.m. newscast at Channel 4 of going for a liquid dinner, either at Gallagher's State House or Jean Georges in Columbus Circle. Many of the clientele say that she gets happy, extraordinarily happy, and by the time she's half in the bag,
that's a maddening pace.
Go back,
yeah,
it's maddening.
To the
it's got like a
building,
Captain Kirk delivery.
To do the 11 p.m. broadcast. She is toasty, as apparently she was the other night when she let the F-bomb slip.
Wow. And then looking at the audio file, it looks like a perfect heartbeat. The pauses are like perfect. Wow. You made him sound much better. Why would you do that?
Not for in the important clips, I left it, but for the one that wasn't, to set it up, I trimmed it down.
Yeah.
Dude, he's talking like he has a 4-hour show. You better get to it, Curtis.
You better hurry up there.
He'll be off the air in 8 minutes.
Yeah, chop.
You better hurry up there, AM boy. What does AM stand for? Let's play his game.
Okay. Can't say that.
Can't say that either.
No.
All right, George Takei, moving on.
George Takei.
Got married.
Yes, I'm married.
Star Trek Sulu is getting married. George Takei says he's taking advantage of last week's California Supreme Court ruling legalizing same-sex marriage. He'll tie the knot with his longtime partner, Brad Altman. Takei, who also has had roles on Heroes, first came out in 2005 to stand against a veto on same-sex marriage. Ellen DeGeneres and her girlfriend, Portia de Rossi, are also planning to marry thanks to the new law.
But didn't Ellen DeGeneres say that was just a lie, that they were just messing or something like that? Whatever. Why am I doing her job? I heard differently on that. But George Takei.
Like the second they passed the law,
yeah,
I can't get the fast enough. I want legal. Yes, bring on the big sack. Put it across the bridge of my nose. Why are we playing Next Generation music? Oh, it's the movie.
It works.
It's the movie.
Just go with it, George.
Yes.
The only thing we can find on short notice.
Laws passed? Okay, put your in my... It's legal. I love the... Yes.
Oh, good for George.
Yeah, good for him.
What do we got on that? What do you want from us?
California made the right move. It's like gay people want to get married. Who cares? Who cares?
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing how we care.
It's
like this veto, this bum in Staten Island, the anti-gay marriage, and, real family values, drunk driving with a secret family in Virginia. Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, oops.
Lovely.
A secret family.
Pastor Ted at the New Life Church getting happy endings from a male masseur. Attractive fella in a leather vest, apparently. Mark Foley, this other creep, bitching about gays. Meanwhile, he's sending these filthy emails to the male, the young guy that worked for him, the 20 or 18-year-old guy that worked for him. I'm tired of all of them.
If you're really, really into family values, in a lot of cases, there's something going on behind those closed doors.
Oh, if you can't wait to get home to see your dumb wife and your mediocre kids, you're fighting every glory hole you see. Believe me. Every time you see a glory hole, the saliva, you have to actually wipe your chin and go, my God, I'm drooling. I have to get out of here. I'm gay.
I'm sweating. I gotta go home and towel off.
Yeah, people do get overly upset about that whole thing.
Yeah.
They are guilty of something.
They're all awful.
Yeah.
And I can't, we just can't go too far away from this. A lot of people want to know when they're going to get the next update, the Jill Nicolini update. You got to give something.
This is my life. It's my life here.
You mean it's not a radio bit anymore?
Well, I talk about my life on the air.
But you can't just end this storyline.
They want a countdown clock.
Well, the listeners need to know something. Give us something right now. Give us a Jill Nicolini update. Something that you haven't said yet.
Let's see.
When you talked, you had it out.
We plans were made. That's all I'll say.
Wow. Really?
Plans were made.
Definite plans.
Yeah.
In the very near future.
Yeah.
Before the end of the radio week.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your update. That's a biggie.
All I said.
I didn't think you were going to go with this.
Well, it was obvious that, fellow broadcasters would go out and discuss broadcasting.
Yeah, okay.
And,
yeah.
Over dinner or something.
Yeah. If that was the case, why haven't we had lunch in 10 years?
You're no Jill Nicolini.
Well, yeah. But that's what I'm getting at. So stop with this fellow broadcaster crap. I understand. If I had boobies, we'd be having lunch. I'm not stupid.
I'll go to lunch with E-Rock.
What is
second booby joke of the day, E-Rock?
That's right.
What does George Takei think of this whole thing?
Ew. That's disgusting.
Porky York from Minnesota saying, great Takei impression.
She doesn't have a does she? Why would I bother? I hate that thing. You know that thing that doesn't have a thing? It's horrible.
You need a thing, right?
Yuck. Yuck.
You can't get past the fact that it doesn't have a thing?
I hate that part on their body that doesn't have a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, and I hate the part of the body that has things.
Yeah.
That where it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I just like nice hairy body like Steve C. He's quite the bear. Looks like something from Rigel 7. They were hot. Nice hairy big body.
You're like what? What are they called? I'm gonna go like Trekkie on everybody. Tribbles?
Oh, a tribble. I like a man's body to look like it's covered in tribbles. Big hairy messes.
Hey, Fatty, how about some music for the George Takei impression?
Now it's
holy
too late.
Crap. Stunt Brain, you're studying that seat, right? Because that will be yours by Friday.
Oh, waved his hand like 45 minutes ago, and you just looking up George Takei with no shirt.
He's looking up George Takei pictures. I think it's radio.
I think he got mesmerized by the George Takei topless sweaty photo.
I was very hot back then.
And he's holding a rapier.
I have a foil. I believe that is a foil. And I'm going down the hallway of the Enterprise because I went crazy from some planetary surface hijinks. All I wanted was some that's all. I love it. I can't get enough.
Now knowing that he was like gay, this picture we're looking at is really creepy.
That's really
he's topless,
gay.
He's very sweaty and very happy. And he's got a poker thing in his hand.
Yes.
A foil.
I liked sitting next to Chekhov. I would rub his leg under the console.
He must be fighting off broads there. Ew. Ew. Ew.
Yes. After that, me and Chekhov had our own sword fight in the dressing room. Yes, the old flesh sword fight. Two across the nose. Is that his boyfriend?
Brad.
Wow. He's dreamy.
He's marrying Brad.
He looks young though, Takei. He doesn't look like he's 70.
I dye my hair.
Yeah.
And I wash it with pure protein.
Oh, it is good for your skin.
Yes, very good.
Stephen S. George wants Spock to give them the old Vulcan war helmet.
The Vulcan war helmet? George Takei announces he will marry Brad.
There's a picture with his Brad's arm around George.
Yeah.
And Brad's wearing like the awful business guy relaxed outfit. He's got like the collared shirt with a sweater over it, and he's just hugging svelte little open collar shirt wearing George.
You know George's bottom.
It has to be.
Gotta be.
Of course he is.
Love being bottom.
Yeah.
Just a stack. Put me on the bottom of a stack of Klingons.
I bet it feels so good sometimes that he has to hold George's face and George cries. Like the love is so overwhelming. It feels so good. He feels so complete that he weeps.
Exchanging our vows. I'll be weeping.
When you look at this picture, you see nothing but over-the-top love. There's a lot of love.
That's a lot of gay love coming off of them, too.
Going on there.
Jeez. Well, whatever makes you happy there, Sulu.
This isn't one of those, what the hell relationships. There's some real love going on.
Yes.
It'll be awful if you're kissing a guy, like, not only the beard stubble, but, like, I wonder if their eyes ever open and they just see, like, the side of the cheek and realize, like, that's a guy's ear.
It's a guy.
It smells like a guy's head.
I think they like that, though.
Oh.
I think they like guy things.
All right, good point. All right, hey. You're right, Stan, they are getting
I don't think it's so much, if you open up and see an ear, I don't think that's as bad as opening up and seeing, like,
belly button.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know what I mean? It's just like,
or even worse, if you're the other way around, you're both helping out.
Cyclops.
Unbelievable. All right, we're going to go to break with this because Anthony gave you another piece to the Jill Nicolini saga today.
Yeah, a little tidbit.
We played this on Friday. It's worth another listen.
By now you've heard the news. Someone over at the CW11 is single and looking for a date. That's right, it's magnificent piece of ass traffic reporter Jill Nicolini. The Long Island native, famous for relinquishing her 2002 Miss Long Island crown after being discovered that she posed in Playboy, called the radio program yesterday to confirm rumors that she is single and looking to date co-host Anthony Cumia.
My quote directly to Mick was that I'm single these days. I heard Anthony's single, and is he available?
Gee, I wonder how this could go wrong. Maybe he'll take her to the local gun range where he'll show off his mounting arsenal that's going to get him a visit from the ATF. Or perhaps they'll just catch a movie. We've heard Downfall is on, and it's Anthony's favorite. He always cries at the end. Either way, you can be sure they'll end up with booze on their breath and vomit on their clothes. Stay tuned for more updates on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Opie and Anthony. I think Jim Norton had a problem with that TMZ promo type thing we played before the break.
Yes, the Jill Nicolini Anthony bit's a good bit.
I see you wrote notes, so this can't be good.
Oh, boy. He was jotting some things down.
You want me to play it again and then you
I do
tell me when to stop it or something? All right, that's what we'll do. You know, we got this budding romance between Jill and Anthony going on.
Budding romance.
His eyebrows are raised.
Yeah.
You guys are too much.
What? We just feel like we're in high
budding
school.
romance. It's just, I
was talking to someone from Philly.
Two professionals.
Over the weekend, and they actually said, I feel like we're all dating Jill Nicolini.
Dating? No one's... You guys
It
are
was said
too
exactly
much.
like that, too. Like, this person is convinced that you guys are, like, just hardcore dating at this point. Like, inseparable.
Yeah. What?
It's like, yeah, we all feel like we're dating her. We should have just a big public date. Just you two.
Really?
You two at a tiny little Italian restaurant with, I don't know, a couple hundred of our listeners with their noses pressed up against the
That'd
window.
be fantastic. What a treat.
As you eat that one strand of spaghetti together.
That's great.
And then a little makeout session. Are you going to have any makeout sessions?
I prefer the meatballs. Let's share.
Do you, George?
Set phasers to gay.
And could you do me a favor, though?
Could you beam me up, but leave a certain virus on the planet?
Earth to Anthony.
Yes.
Earth to Anthony.
Yes, hello.
Can you do me a favor with this Jill Nicolini thing?
Yes.
Have like a makeout session on a couch somewhere.
What?
Yeah, do something a little different. A makeout session.
Old school?
Go old school with this Jill Nicolini. I think she's worth it.
She's worth a makeout session.
Like a long
on
makeout.
A couch.
A long makeout session.
That's wonderful. I'm sure she's thrilled to hear that.
Where your legs are getting all tangled and there's karate moves going on because she's not sure she wants you to go to second base yet.
I remember junior high.
Yeah.
That's all you're describing here is...
Yeah, go back to junior high for a weekend.
And then you leave the house and walk home in pain.
Yeah, just one of those out-of-control makeout sessions. And then, and then just hold back a little bit until the second date. And then, have hardcore sex. Here we go.
There it is. Great. Yeah, so you want to go downstairs in the basement? There's a couch and a ping pong table.
Bring back the dry hump. What do you say? What do you say?
You can't.
What do you say?
bring it back? Did it ever really go away?
And just tell, like, your mom that you need her basement for, like, the night. So mom's upstairs. Anthony, what are you doing? Nothing.
What's going on down there?
Nothing, Mom.
Nothing? We gotta be quiet. Turn the music up louder. Yeah. Okay, this is good.
You like that? You like that?
All right.
Well, I'm not really sure. I don't know you that well yet.
It'll be okay.
Let's just sit over here on the couch.
We're just gonna sit, right?
Yeah, we'll just sit on the couch.
Okay.
Here, drink this. Don't mind that sediment on the bottom.
You think I should?
Yeah. Yeah, I brought over some 151.
Nice.
I brought over some 151, a little pint of it.
Yeah.
Just do a shot. It's cool. There you go. No, I'll take a bigger swig than that. That's good. Okay. No, I'm drinking it too. Look, bubbles are coming into the bottle. See? As you blow bubbles into the bottle, but don't actually take a sip so you don't get drunk and they get smashed. That was my old strategy. Until it backfired on me, and I got an angry call from a father at 3:30 in the morning saying, "Why can't I wake up my daughter?" Oh, that was a bad one. Statute of limitations is up on that.
Yeah, but Jill's listening.
Oh, this might years ago.
This might turn her on, though.
Maybe.
This is exactly what she needs to hear.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad one. Why can't my daughter... I just wanted to hang the phone up and run away like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
All I was thinking is I'm going to jail for a couple of things.
Are you...
Uh-oh. I didn't know she was a statue.
A statue.
Are you almost done with your mixtape?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony told me in the office he's making a mixtape for Jill.
I'm going to make a mixtape for her. A mixtape.
Should we, like... maybe that's what we do tomorrow with this whole thing. Have the listeners help you out with your mixtape.
Yeah?
Because every budding romance needs a mixtape. Although now it's just like you borrow their iPod and you throw some songs on there for them.
I think probably like keep it funny and put in like Jimi Hendrix Crosstown Traffic and some songs by the band Traffic.
No, I think the listeners could do way better than that.
And really?
Oh, yeah.
Not sure I want them to.
Do what Florentine did years ago. He made a mixtape for his girlfriend, and he put in like filthy dice bits in between each song. It was like these really nice songs with just filthy dice bits that she couldn't listen to with her friends.
Oh, that's hysterical. That is really funny.
Stephen S. is like, are you kidding me? Jill will bring her own bottle of 151. I think you're in trouble with this one, man.
Why?
I think you might be in over your head with this Jill Nicolini.
Why?
All right, so we went off on a tangent, but Jimmy definitely has a problem with the... well, no, we didn't. It's all connected, actually, because the TMZ-style promo is all about Jill and Anthony.
By now you've heard the news. Someone over at the CW11 is single and looking for a date. That's right, it's magnificent piece of ass traffic reporter Jill Nicolini. The Long Island native, famous for relinquishing her 2002 Miss Long Island crown after being discovered that she posed in Playboy, called the radio program yesterday to confirm rumors that she is single and looking to date co-host Anthony Cumia.
So far, so good, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although Cumia.
Huh?
Although the way he said my name. Looking to date Anthony Cumia. Yeah.
Cumia.
You kind of did.
All right.
It's like Kathy.
Kathy.
I was being hammy.
Hammy.
Anthony Cumia.
My quote directly to Mick was that I'm single these days. I heard Anthony's single. And is he available?
Gee, I wonder how this could go wrong. Maybe he'll take her to the local gun range where he'll show off his mounting arsenal that's going to get him a visit from the ATF. Or perhaps they'll just catch a movie. We've heard Downfall is on, and it's Anthony's favorite. He always cries at the end.
Stop.
Either way.
It's the cuckoo clock.
Oh, that's... Okay.
The cuckoo clock.
See, you're calling Anthony crazy by using a cuckoo clock.
Oh,
Is that what you
blame?
did?
You can blame Derek for that one because he's the one that threw
pass
that
the
in there.
buck. I love it.
If there's a production issue, you can pass the buck to Derek because he's the one that scripted that.
and produced it.
Not to be nitpicky, I enjoy the piece.
Sure.
The cuckoo clock.
Yeah. Is a
Danny, yeah. Makes my stomach hurt.
No, I just want to defend Derek for a second, because this is supposed to be in the style of TMZ reporting, and that's the kind of crap that they do.
Oh, do they? Yeah, they pop
TMZ.
in.
Like, that's how they report stuff.
They pop in some crazy sound
Yeah,
effects
he's
and
not.
stuff.
He wasn't doing that to be goofy. He was just trying to parody
All
a
right.
TMZ style report.
Okay, fair enough. I stand corrected.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough.
I still hate it. But that does let Derek off the hook.
All right. There you go. We look forward to the next one.
Working on it.
All right.
Working on it.
Working on it.
Working on it. On it.
And finally, Wii Fit is released, ladies and gentlemen. The Wii Fit is released.
Wii Fit. Wow. So how long was the line that you stood on there, Than? Did you just stand overnight waiting till midnight when the stores opened and you were able to get your Wii Fit?
Still haven't picked mine up yet.
No, huh?
No. I'm hoarding money.
For the Wii Fit.
Look, a lot of people are noticing that I was playing the broad in that bit.
Yeah.
Someone had to play the broad.
Of course.
You're saying it was creepy and stuff, but I'm like, look, someone needs to be broad voice so Anthony can play off the voice a little bit. And then you don't think I was thinking it's a bit creepy, like, because now it sounds like me and Ant might be in the freaking basement together?
No.
Creepy on many levels, but look.
Yes.
Someone had to
So,
do
Opie.
No.
Come down into the basement with me.
I'm not. I'll let someone else play that part.
I'm very excited. The captain said he's going to let me practice ducking. Love Sulu.
Here's the Wii Fit.
Nintendo is ready to revolutionize the video game business again. The highly anticipated Wii Fit hit stores today. It is the latest game for the best-selling Wii gaming console that will help get gamers off the couch and in shape. The game coaches players through more than 40 exercises, including skiing, yoga, and push-ups. All these activities require a small balancing board that comes with the game. The Wii Fit sells for about $90.
Why do you need Wii for push-ups? Holy mother of Gid.
Because somehow they make push-ups fun.
Why, they put a girl underneath you?
What's so fun about that? You.
We should have Coach Mike, lead the boys in a little Wii Fit.
Oh, wow, Coach Mike.
Coach Mike, you going to have your whistle tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
And what athletic cap are you going to have on?
I got a clipboard and I have to survey to see.
How many athletic caps you got at home? Because this could be the new bit. What athletic cap is Coach Mike wearing today?
Wow.
A couple dozen. Yeah.
Actually, it's radio, so we can just make it up, and you just, write down what cap you're wearing, and we'll make believe you're wearing it every day.
Okay.
See, that's how you do it.
We fit each other.
GH. On your way
Thank
home,
you for
there's a
stepping
big
on my
Wii
line.
Fit thing set up.
It's
He
amazing.
just talks and talks because he doesn't have headphones on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How about I plug your mouth with my...
What? He was doing something.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
What happened?
On your way home, there's a big Wii Fit thing set up at Columbus Circle by Central Park. You can go work out. There's big screens and tents.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. That sounds
go
boring.
check it out.
boring as hell.
Wii Fit. That's not what video games are all about.
That was so worth talking over Anthony's
Stepping
great
on my
George Takei
George
impression.
Takei. My Sulu. You stepped on my Sulu. Ow.
And Than, you got to explain yourself tomorrow. You got to tell me how they make push-ups fun with this Wii Fit. I kind of like the Wii. I'm not going to lie to you, but this Wii Fit, they're losing me. How do they make push-ups fun? I mean, the bowling's fun, the tennis is fun, baseball kind of hard but fun, boxing is very cool, but how do they make push-ups fun?
I will find out.
All right. What happened?
I just got a text from somebody. She goes, "What's up with that text? Were you drunk?" And I looked at the last text, and I think I might have... Wow. I don't know what it means. It's like, I think, okay, I know what happened. I was in the middle of texting and had to stop, and I put the phone back in my pocket, and it just made gibberish.
Oh, my God. Your boner sent a text message.
No, it was... It was...
See, the reason that's funny is because Aunt decided to go to a strip club on a Sunday night. So you started a text. It sounds like you might have been busy. Put the thing in your pocket, and then...
I don't know what happened.
Well...
oh, jeez.
How big is that thing that it's able to text messages for you?
It wasn't texting. I don't allow it to text.
And who just wrote you back going, what the hell did you send me?
That was a text from the lovely Jill Nicolini.
So you were texting her last night. Another piece of the puzzle.
Oh, wow.
Huh?
Perhaps.
We got lots of info today.
Wait, does she want to know what you mean? Hey, from now on, refer to me as Jitler. She's like, what does that mean, Anthony?
Oh, our music ended. We're off to XM. You guys have a good day. Bye.
Bye.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
XM 202.
In the world of radio shock jocks, the biggest are Opie and Anthony.
These people say shocking things that border on offensive in order to entertain their audience.
I refuse to sit here and think that radio has to be nice. Why? Why does radio, out of any other medium, have to be nice? We are being now held to a standard where we have to be nice and make people feel good. Go screw!
Radio bad boys, Opie and Anthony.
Controversial radio personalities, Opie and Anthony. Infamous DJs, Opie and Anthony.
Talk show radio hosts, Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Radio shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony. Shock jocks, Opie and Anthony. Opie and Anthony.
I go into her room, and there are panties on the floor.
Oh, you're getting creepy.
I had to pick up the panties and put them on.
I can't believe he said that.
You know something. Opie and Anthony.
Catch shovel baseball! Oh, nice!
Whoa, that was
hey,
nasty.
I didn't hit him hard enough.
Oh. Opie and Anthony.
Terry Schiavo, I loved you in The Grudge. Will you be doing more voiceover work?
This is the worst show This is the worst show I've ever been on.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Here we are at XM Satellite Radio,
where we can say boner.
I guess my line got dumped out of.
Such a fucking good line, too, about how Anthony's boner was texting.
They still heard it on XM Satellite Radio.
Yes.
I know, but you got it, guys, for regular radio. Come on, guys, let's keep it clean.
Keep it clean now.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I want them.
That sucks.
Boner, it's a child word.
It is totally a kid word.
I wasn't sure when I said it.
That should be fine.
And if anyone ever thinks the FCC is going to levy a $300 and some odd $1,000 fine for the word boner, they're insane. It just wouldn't happen.
It's just cowardly white lawyers.
When you look at every violation that has actually gone to a fine, something as innocent as that has never been fined.
Of course not. But again, lawyers' jobs are not to fight for you, or they're just to kind of make their own jobs easier. You know, that's in all walks of life.
That is it.
Absolutely.
Your mouth to God's ears.
Yeah. It's funny, I was looking at 2 sticks of butter in a pantsuit, and I realized it was campaigning. fucking butter-legged over the fucking welcome stand, bitch. Beat it.
Yet no one wants you.
No one wants you or your fucking phony whiskey drinking or your big dick. Nobody wants you or your fucking tucked back cock.
Obama's getting fucking like Live Aid concert crowds.
Yeah.
And she's, standing there.
Yeah. Like fucking Voss in Saudi Arabia, talking to 6 people.
He walks around like a rock star. They got a whole montage of
Barack
Obama.
Rock star.
What was I going to say? Oh, someone is missing the walkover. Yeah, but our new bit is live studio audience on Fridays.
Right.
Where we bring the crowd right into this big, huge studio here at XM and, go live in front of people.
It's a lot of fun.
Or have a live audience, whatever. And then maybe someday we bring back the walkover. I don't know.
And out on 57th Street, there's the traffic is brutal because it's all being diverted north on 6th Avenue because there's work crews and the traffic is stopped and there's big steam coming out. So I was trying to ask one of the traffic cops what it was.
Yeah.
And I was so stupid. I just went, steam?
Steam, duh.
And he went,
steam?
Yeah, steam water.
You just blurted out a noun.
Is it steam? But it was obviously steam. It's like, what else could it be?
Yeah.
No, it's granola, idiot. it's
granola.
It's a solid mass object.
But we had that terrorism expert on recently, last week, I guess.
Mike Sheehan, yeah, he was great.
Mike Sheehan was awesome, and he said, his humble opinion, the next attack will be some kind of subway attack. So then you see this happening today, and you're like, all right, what is it? Just a pipe, or is there something else going on? But
the Con Ed guys were turning some friggin' knobs, and
yeah, it doesn't look like it's a terrorist act, that's for sure. I mean, it would be all over TV by now. That's what I'm thinking.
They'd be fear-mongering.
Boner was used twice in Family Guy last night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a goofy, funny word.
Yeah, and Boner was the name of the neighbor on Family Ties.
Yeah, Family Ties. An innocent show like that.
Or was it Growing Pains? Someone's saying Family Ties.
Growing Pains, an innocent show like that.
Well, Growing Pains is, of course, they're talking about,
boners?
The boner.
The boner or Growing Pains.
Oh, my God, Growing Pains sucked. Remember when you were a kid, you would get those boners where they would just literally would ache? They just would fucking hurt.
And they just wouldn't go away.
No. You had to get rid of the poison. So
yeah.
We got John McCain on SNL. This is interesting. And then a sexual abuse video.
What?
Yeah, warning the youngins not to go to talks about going to Mr. McGregor's house after school. You don't want to go.
Oh, you don't want to go to McGregor.
You don't want to go to McGregor's house
Old
after school.
Molest him, McGregor.
Right. But first, John McCain, the new thing is to make fun of yourself.
Yeah.
It works for some candidates, and it doesn't work for others. McCain, of course, he's not afraid of the fact that people are calling him old.
Mm-hmm.
He decided to take that on SNL this weekend.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I ask you, what's your...
Did we have an Opie and Anthony fan in the audience?
Good evening.
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Where was that from?
SNL.
Wait, was Good Evening from out here?
Oh, was it out there?
I did it to Travis.
That's funny.
I had done it to Travis as the door was closing.
Oh, shit. You just freaked me out.
That's funny. Guy heard it too. Like, good evening.
It sounded like it could have been in the crowd at SNL.
Good evening.
God, I wish he didn't tell us, because we'd have played it back. It wouldn't have been there, and I would be like, wait a minute.
We would have been freaked out.
I heard it too.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I ask you, what should we be looking for in our next president?
Smooth, stupid.
Certainly.
Someone can read.
Someone who is very, very, very old. But just as important, we will need a leader of courage and principle. Someone who is willing to do what is best for this country, even when doing so is unpopular, such as putting an end to runaway government spending.
He really kept the funny going.
He sure did go for the laughs.
No
wow.
Kidding. He went for one laugh, and then he was talking about policy.
How about we have to do what's necessary, like telling people to put sweaters on and shitting our pants?
Yeah, he's going to tell us how he has avoided unnecessary spending as he continues.
My friends, I've fought waste in government my entire career. And during more than 20 years, representing Arizona in both the House and Senate, I have not once sought to bring pork barrel spending back to my state. Not even highway funds. When I entered the Senate in 1987, Arizona had 47,000 miles of paved roadways.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Today,
is he boring?
It's less than 900.
That's funny. My fault.
Just took a while to get to
an
the
hour to get to.
I've also opposed federal water projects, even when they benefited my state. That's why, thanks to me, 15% of Arizona citizens must get their drinking water from cactus. For 25 years, I haven't even brought a post office to my state. And I'm proud of the fact that because of my work, when residents of Flagstaff want to mail a letter or to pick up a package, they have to drive to New Mexico.
He's hysterical.
Sure is.
Wow.
How about if I was a woman, I'd be starring in a video that stresses hat removal. Because I have hair just like her. It's poofy and sockable.
Sockable.
My friends, controlling government spending isn't just about Republicans or Democrats. It's about being able to look your children in the eye. Or in my case, my children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren.
Got it.
And great-great-great-grandchildren, the youngest of whom are nearing retirement. And tell them, we have left you the same thing we were left, a future free from debt. As your president, I will guarantee it.
All right, I just don't want him to be president.
How can you after that?
I don't want him to be president. He doesn't have a funny bone in his body.
No.
Saturday Night Morgue.
Yeah, it's just awful.
I have the courage, the wisdom, the experience, and most importantly, the oldness necessary.
That's freaking hilarious.
The oldness it takes to protect America, to honor her, love her, and tell her about what cute things the cat did. Thank you and good night.
Do you get it? He's old.
Yeah. We get it.
You're old.
At least Hillary was funny when she was on. She was like, people say, "Hey, are those two columns in your pant legs, or you're just happy to see me?" Fucking
just awful.
Those straight, fucking disgustingly plump legs.
Oh, I hate it. Stop buying medium pantsuits, fatty. Fucking, just stop it already.
You know what that must look like when she peels that shit off at night?
Horrendous.
And just like she takes that pantsuit off, and she's probably wearing those stockings with the panel. Ugh. I like the Playtex panel front. It holds in my gut.
Yeah. She has that lying around her stomach with a fucking pantyhose.
Yeah. The pantyhose. Suppose.
Her pussy looks like the scalp of a drowning victim. It's all matted and icky.
Oh, God.
Yuck. Look at McCain. I don't know, man. I just can't picture it.
He does the thumbs up, but his
I can't picture
not up. It's thumbs medium.
Yeah.
Thumbs just about up.
Exactly.
Oh, my God. They just had a side view of Hillary Clinton. She looked like the lead singer of Def Leppard. It was a good visual if you were looking at the same time I was. I don't see any of these guys looking presidential.
Well, Barack's not going to win Kentucky. Who gives a shit?
Wow, really? I thought he should have won Kentucky.
They only count Kentucky to be polite.
Yeah. All right, let the rednecks vote. We got a sexual abuse video. This is terrific.
Hot.
Our young narrator talks about going to Mr. McGregor's house after school.
Mr. McGregor. I bet he's dirty.
Let's hope so.
I bet McGregor's dirty. Yeah.
It's hard to talk about, but, well, here goes. See, my mom works, so Mom used to pay Mrs. McGregor to keep me at her house after school. There was a bunch of kids like me at her house every day.
Oh, her house?
It was a neat place because Mrs. McGregor always had treats and stuff for us kids. And sometimes Mr. McGregor would come home early.
Oh, wait. Wow. It looks like, okay, I got this wrong. We got to start over. So they go to Mrs. McGregor's house.
Mrs. McGregor's house.
Yeah. But Mr. McGregor's the problem.
Mr. McGregor can't stay away.
So it looks like Mrs. McGregor is doing all the dirty work for a husband. What's this about?
Hi, hon. Yeah. No, I'm still at work. Got a lot to do. Oh, what's going on over there?
Oh, nothing, dear. Just watching the kids.
Okay, I'll be right home. Pack it up. Be home in 10.
I thought you said you were busy at work.
Fuck work. Who's there? Is the cute one there? I mean, is that little kid next door there? Hello, I'd like to come over too.
All right, where are we at with achy boners? Because someone's saying, look,
achy boners.
Opie, some of us can still get achy boners.
Yeah.
I have no problem in the boner department. I want to make it perfectly clear here.
Is there a boner department?
But there was something to be said about that young, achy boner you used to get.
Wow.
I paused.
Still is.
Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're like 12, 13, and you started getting these things, it was just very painful.
Yeah. I'm not so sure, because now you could just take care of it immediately.
Right.
Back then, it was very hard to kind of find a place to take care of it.
And what
about... You don't realize that at 12, 13, you don't have a lot of privacy as a kid.
Right.
So you can't just go and you go in the bathroom and spank one out knowing that your mom is home or something. Ugh.
What about the days before you realize what you could do with the boner?
Well, then, yeah. Then
all of a sudden you're like, what the fuck is this and what do I do with it?
Yeah,
the last thing you wanted to do was start pulling on it.
Start poke someone in the eye with it.
You're just...
What do I do with this?
Could someone teach me what this is all about?
What's this for?
I'm a little confused.
What is this for?
I just want to trade my baseball cards. Why do I have this going on?
It hurts.
All right, so let's get back to this. So, okay, it's our young narrator talks about going to Mrs. McGregor's house after school.
It's hard to talk about, but, well, here it goes.
Why is your mouth full?
See, my mom works, so Mom used to pay Mrs. McGregor to keep me at her house after school.
Stop whining.
There's a bunch of kids like me at her house every day. It was a neat place because Mrs. McGregor always had treats and stuff for us kids, and sometimes Mr. McGregor would come home early. We all liked him. We called him Mr. Mac, and sometimes he'd pick one special boy and take him out to his workshop.
I've got a special job for you today.
Won't that be fun?
Oh, the mindless fucking enabling douche wife that knows nothing. One special boy, eeny, meeny, miny, homo.
That's right, I'm going to take you out and do the old memory wipe. You'll be an adult and you'll remember from kindergarten, and the next thing you know, you're 17.
I have a job for you in the blow variety. Oh, wow.
I love Mr. McGregor, by the way, in the background. He fucking rules.
Hi, kids. Oh, it's a smorgasbord.
Sounds like an episode of Barney. They're all just like,
hi. Oh, it's a buffet of children.
Mr. Mac. Stupid Mrs. McGregor has no fucking clue.
She doesn't know. Yeah. Oh, won't that be fun? No, he's going to fuck my ass.
She's needle pointing in the other room, has no clue that all hell's breaking loose in the fucking shed.
Who's the lucky boy today that gets to go out to the shed and help Mr. Mac?
Well, maybe she does know and she doesn't care. She's like, who's the boy that gets to relieve me of having to deal with his creepy fetishes?
True.
He likes to kiss boys' feet. Fucking creep.
And that's all we have on that.
No.
What?
It's got to be more.
We'd have treats at their house like chocolates and milk that made you go to sleep immediately. Special treat.
Special treat.
We play a little game called Who's Gonna Sleep on His Tummy for 2 weeks? Fucking Mr. Mac rules.
Mr. Mac.
Mr. Mac's my fucking idol. Oh.
He'd take me to his workshop in the garage and teach me woodworking. Sawing, hammering and stuff.
Wood.
I like getting away from the other kids, you know. And Mr. Mac called me his number one helper.
Wait, what did he say?
He likes getting away from the other kids and all. And Mr. Mac called him his number one helper.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, God, look at the creepy Mr. Mac in the video.
The boy wasn't sawing well enough and needed some firm guidance from Mr. Mac.
Mr. Mac is bent over him and holding his hand and guiding the saw.
And has his other arm on his shoulder.
Like you would if you were trying to show a hot chick how to saw something. Yeah. You would do that?
Or work a rifle at the old
or at the range. Or drive, use a driver at a driving range. You know, you kind of wrap yourself around and do that whole thing. Well, Mr. Mac is doing this with the poor young lad.
Unbelievable.
Something's poking me.
He looks like fucking Mr. Carlson from the Different Strokes episode.
Yeah.
Can you give Dudley a good molesting? Take that, you little bucktooth fruit.
We'll give out the website in a little bit where you can find the videos, but let's continue.
Getting away from the other kids, you know. And Mr. Mac called me his number one helper.
Slow and steady. That's the way, Jake.
What
is he doing?
Slow and steady. That's the way.
He's undoing the boy's shirt so the boy doesn't get sawdust on it.
Are you kidding me? Is that what he's doing?
Pull up this video. It's hard to see.
No, I can't for some reason.
He looks like
Damn
he's undoing his fly.
No, stop it. Just when it got sexy.
I know. We'll go backwards.
Come on.
Slow and steady.
Mr. McGregor has an awful khaki shirt and blue jeans.
That kid ought to just whap McGregor in the dick with that saw. Just saw his cock off.
Yeah, he should be sawing some other type of wood.
Yes, McGregor's wood.
That's right. A wood joke.
Yeah.
Slow and steady. That's the way, Jake.
I'd work hard and get hot. Sometimes I take my shirt off.
Oh, God.
Take your shirt off.
He's taking the kid's shirt off.
What the fuck, dude?
What do you think? What do you think Mr. McGregor's going to do? How's he supposed to molest the kid in a fucking snowsuit? Take that shirt off, boy. It's hot in here. Mr. Mac is doing what he's got to do.
But he can't wait to get to the cock that he's like helping the boy off with his shirt without
Helping the young boy.
Without just convincing the boy on his own to do it. Oh, it's hot
Slow
here.
and steady, William. Slow and steady. Oh, dear. Take off your little space shirt. Yes. Oh, dear. Come in with Mr. Dr. Smith. Yes, Mr. Zachary Smith. Oh, this is good. I pick one young boy. It's always William, because he's the only young boy here. Wow! Come help me with the hydroponic garden, yes? Young boy, take that shirt off. And the pants, oh dear. Right down to your Mylar underwear, because it's the future. Oh dear. Luscious boy, you must be hot. No, I know we're on a snow planet, but you're hot! Take your shirt off, oh dear. Ooh, getting heated up, yes, William. Here, you can warm your hands on this. Woo! I have a boner, but I can't say it on CBS. There you go.
Hey, we're competing against ourselves here in New York.
What happened?
People are noticing that they're playing more O&A stuff after we leave. Yeah, some big thing started today where, like, before our show they're playing us, and after our show they're playing us now.
Yeah.
So now we got to compete against these Opie and Anthony assholes.
Those jerk-offs.
It's like Curtis, except you're not just doing the before and after, but the whole time in between.
The whole time in between.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, so Opie and Dopey are over there on K-Rock?
We should just get him on the phone, this Curtis Lewa. Is he on right now?
Who can tell?
Let's get him on before
he's on
he
right
does
now,
his
and he's off.
45-minute show.
He just started. Oh, he's done.
He's got
Work hard and get hot.
Ooh.
Sometimes I take my shirt off.
Let's take your shirt off.
Mr. Mack said, that's what a man does when he's working hard.
Yeah, we'll get you cleaned up.
Oh, God, he's washing the boy.
He's toweling the boy off. He's sweating.
Oh, God, get you cleaned up. You know the rod he must have?
Look. Yeah.
Oh, he must just have a fucking giant pulsating old Mr. Mac rod.
Yeah.
All right, look, man. You know, I'm sure we're talking to some people out there that have been molested as kids, but, I mean, see the fucking signs. The video we're seeing, I'd be so out of there.
Why?
As a young boy? Mr. Mac is just helping. Yeah.
Dude, he
you hot?
pretty much ripped the kid's shirt off.
He's hot.
Wait till these guys see the video for themselves. And now he's toweling the boy off.
He's cleaning him up.
He's sweating.
Sweating.
That's sawdust.
Mr. Mac's nice.
That's what men do.
Right, that's what men do.
Yuck. Where's Mrs. McGregor?
Yeah, where is she?
What, is she baking cookies as all hell's breaking loose in the shed?
Fucking know-nothing old biddy. Oh, he's in the shed helping. One special boy will come out limping. poor young boy.
Exactly. Number one helper never wants to play with the other children after he helps. He always just wants to quietly get in the backseat of his parents' car and go home.
Sitting on an inflatable donut. With one of Mrs. McGregor's tampons shoved up his asshole.
I had an accident in the shop. I fell and sat on something. Ow.
Wow.
Mr. McGregor rules.
Well, Mr. McGregor has a great move.
Oh, does he?
I won't even say what happens.
No, please, just play it. I gotta see what he does after he towels off the young boy.
This is a wonderful move.
That's better.
Ugh. Oh. Hey.
One day I was painting this birdhouse I helped build.
Yep, that's really shaping up.
Thanks.
Here, let me help.
Oh,
you missed a spot right up there.
Fucking McGregor! What a move on McGregor!
What a fucking creep!
He said you missed a spot on the birdhouse. The kid turned his head, looking away to look at the spot he pointed at, and Mr. McGregor took that opportunity to spill the blue paint all over the young lad's shirt.
But it was the clumsiest. It couldn't have been an accident.
No.
Wow.
He spilt it all over the young lad, who now obviously has to get undressed again.
It's a series of ways to get the young boy's
Get
shirt
the
off.
young boys undressed.
I don't even know if we can play track 4. Track
Oh,
4
please, keep going.
Mr.
right,
McGregor fucking gets it.
He's a go-getter.
Let's see how this paint incident continues.
That's better.
One day I was painting this birdhouse I helped build.
Yep.
Really shaping up.
Thanks.
Here, let me help. You missed a spot right up there.
Oh, no. Mr. McGregor spilled paint on me. I mean, really spilled paint. All over me and my clothes.
Oh.
Just take off your clothes. Go on, take them off. I'll help you clean up.
Uh-oh.
What a ghoul. This guy is such a fucking creep.
Are these videos supposed to help the kids out there? Because this is way past.
No, they're
like,
fucking. They're aimed at helping guys who want to fucking be like Mr. McGregor.
Yeah, the tips, handy tips.
Always have paint available. Make sure it's hot in the workshop.
Turn the heat way up. Yeah.
Yeah, have towel handy.
And how hack is it that they're doing the ominous music? They should cue Benny Hill.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a laugh riot.
Oh, the poor lad got paint spilled all over him.
And now he's getting naked.
I bet McGregor cuts the back out of the birdhouse and shoves his dick in there. Asks him, look inside. There's a little bird in there.
Yeah, he's sick. He needs a kiss.
He's very sick. He's been throwing up lately.
All right, ready for the next track? This is going to creep everybody out.
McGregor is a ghoul.
He rules. Here we go.
So I did. I mean, I had paint all over me. So it made sense.
Yeah.
But then something weird happened.
Uh-oh. Then?
Now, I'm going to take a picture to remember the day we spilled the paint.
What is going on? Where the fuck is Mrs. McGregor?
Oh, this McGregor. He is something.
Boy has blue paint on his little chest.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Little blue paint. Let's take a picture. It's funny.
You guys want Curtis Lewa on the phone?
Will he come on?
Yeah,
just talking.
Sure.
Yeah.
FM. Oh, God. Guess we're gonna have to wait on the.
I know. Great. Talk about a rod I have nothing to do with. I gotta see how this turns out.
Where's the Curtis Lewa? We'll go back to this. Where's that Curtis Lewa audio? I need it immediately.
Eric's got it.
Immediately.
Let's not just have a shouting match.
Yeah, no.
Immediately.
Let's keep it nice.
Immediately.
Discussion.
Immediately. And someone wants to know if you're going to use the McGregor move on Jill Nicolini during your date.
That's it. We're going to paint something.
Oh, I spilt my martini all over you, Jill.
No. Well, you take those clothes off.
Let's just take those clothes off.
I'm going to take a picture to remember the time I spilt a drink on you.
It's awful.
FM equals fuck McGregor.
Mr. McGregor.
Are you going to do the McGregor move on Jill, huh?
Whoa, that's a good move. If we're painting a birdhouse.
Why wouldn't you be?
Exactly.
Colors the eagle's nest. Get it? Ooh. Stink. Okay.
E-Rock's here.
Cool.
What's the scoop?
Don't put him on hold because I don't want him to hear this. Just to bring everyone up to speed, we had to take out all the dead air. Like, E-Rock edited this together so we could get to the point with Curtis Lewa because there's a lot of uhs and dead air and shit. Mm-hmm. But he basically had this to say about us when he was discussing the Sue Simmons cursing on the air thing.
Sue Simmons, well, no disciplinary measures have been taken so far. But remember the actions taken against Arthur Chan, who was out on the street and dropped the F-bomb on live TV after Opie and Dopey, the degenerate two of talk radio in the mornings. FM ruling the house because they're freaking morons, feeble-minded, fornicating madly, and free marijuana. That's why FM stands for that. Well, Opie and Dopey sent some of their listeners, their sycophants, toadies, and lackeys out to various sites in which newscasters were doing stand-ups. And the whole idea was to interfere with their broadcast, to get chits with Opie and Dopey. And they cost Arthur Chan his job. He got fired. Meantime, what? Opie and Dopey got a pay raise? The schmucks that they are?
Oh.
And how many times did you have herkimer-jerks who would try to interfere with your broadcast?
Herkimer-jerks. Not screaming, not like the Opie and Anthony thing with Arthur Chin.
Right, well, that's why I'm bringing
but
up...
people behind me doing this and, chanting and that kind of...
Right, and everybody forgets Arthur Chin, good reporter...
Trying to distract you.
Lost his job because Opie and Dopey, those two degenerates, those FM morons...
Now, he was at Channel 2 then, right?
Right. Freaking morons, feeble-minded, fornicating madly, free marijuana, foul-mouthed, would get their sycophants to go out there and interfere with a broadcast.
Right.
And I mean, and then they would get their jollies off on it. They signed $1 million contracts. Arthur Chin lost his job because he threw the F-bomb at those Opie and Dopeites, and he ended up with a pink slip.
Pink sock?
Say what? Alrighty. Now we're waiting to get him on. There's the setup. Hurry up, because we got the McGregor thing to get back to.
Yeah, we'll see how Mr. Mac makes out.
Mr. Mac's going to make out pretty well, it looks like, huh? What's up, Travis?
I don't know. Steve's just talking to some lady on the phone right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this wasn't timed.
Let's take a picture of the day you're going to block out of your memory. Take a picture so you can remember it. Yes, Steve.
Oh, you'll love this.
What?
In between me actually talking to Curtis Sliwa, he was able to get on the phone with WKRB in Kingsborough, which is Kingsborough Community College, who Curtis now says has a bigger audience than us. So he's going to stay on the phone with them rather than speak to you guys.
Because he knows he's probably going to get killed on the phone here.
Chicken shit.
Yeah,
he had a chance. Had nothing.
I talked to him, and then he put his producer on the phone.
Let it be known, we're not the ones that backed down on this one.
Yeah.
We wanted to have him on, have a discussion about what he said, see if we're feeble-minded.
Yeah.
Because that's what FM stands for, feeble-minded.
Right. But it's like, why wouldn't you just go on the phone and just defend your point? Like, nobody's going to scream at you. Just, come on, dude.
Yeah. Let's have a discussion.
It just sucks winning.
Well, there he is.
It just
Mr.
sucks.
Guardian Angel.
It just sucks winning all the time. That was a boring
Nice,
fight.
brave motherfucker.
That was like a one-punch knockout.
Good job.
Oh, well.
With his fucking beret. With his I'm a tough guy beret.
Oh, well, 1-800-848-WABC starting at 10 a.m. Oh, well, 1-800-848-WABC starting at 10 a.m. Oh, well, 1-800-848-WABC starting at 10 a.m. But act fast, because the show's only till 10:45.
Yeah, you really got to pile on.
A young woman.
A young
What's
woman.
her name? Say her name. She should be...
I don't remember.
Okay.
All right,
Young
why don't we
woman.
get back to Mr. McGregor? So we'll back up the clip.
Just throw him in. No reason. No reason.
I like it, though. Here's Mr. McGregor right after...
I like this McGregor.
Right after he spilled the paint.
So I did. I mean, I had paint all over me, so it made sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then something weird happened.
Did we play
Wasn't
the,
weird up until then.
Oh, okay.
It's totally normal.
Now, I'm going to take a picture to remember the day we spilled the paint.
By the way,
the paint.
By the way, what you're hearing is the perv switch going on.
Oh, yeah.
We talk about the
needs
perv
it.
switch. He's like, oh, I got it right where I need it.
He's worked into a froth just looking at the young boy nude with paint all over him.
While stupid Mrs. McGregor is gossiping back in the main house.
She's baking brownies and just forgetting.
Did you hear what Sylvia had to say?
My God. Oh, no, Mr. McGregor's, Mac is out back with one of the boys.
You know, he's doing community service.
In the wood shop.
With the boys.
Right now, Mac, his dick is so hard, like half the head is being crushed by the elastic of his underpants. His fucking dick is actually aching right now. It's probably purple.
Oh, just throbbing.
Yeah.
Big mushroom head is flat up against his belly.
Picture the day we spilled the paint.
The day we spilled the paint.
I'm spilling a little whitewash in my pants.
And he has that Nicholson cadence.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bash your brain.
Yeah, the day we spilt the paint, Wendy.
When do you think maybe Danny should change his shirt?
The other thing is, he's trying to, like, stay cool.
Yeah. He wants to just ravage the boy.
He's having a tough time staying cool, but he's trying.
So I did. I mean, I had paint all over me, so it made sense. But then something weird happened.
Now, I'm going to take a picture to remember the day we spilled the paint.
I don't really want to.
Oh, it's okay, Jake. All the other boys do it. Look.
He had pictures of all the boys in daycare, and they were all naked. But that wasn't the worst.
There, now I'll help you clean up.
Oh, boy.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about.
Oh, Jesus.
Mr. Mac touched my penis, and well, I was so...
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, that Mr. Mac.
Well, devil's advocate.
Yes?
How else is Mr. Mac supposed to clean your penis if he doesn't touch it,
That's
silly?
true. He probably had paint all over it.
Of course he did, clumsy boy.
Yeah, it's all your fault, kid.
Exactly. Mr. Mac's trying to document the incident for posterity's sake.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Slee will start to show at 10:11.
Oh, okay.
45, because you got to get the spots in after Imus, and then goes to 10:45. So it's 34, almost about 34 minutes of airtime. Hey, we're not doing our jobs because we should have had a little stinger after the whole like cleaning my, touching my penis thing. So
okay, Jake.
We'll start with this one.
Yeah.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis, and well...
Mr. Mac. Mr. Mac's a silly goose. Good old Mr. Mac. I'll do the next one.
All right.
I'm going to go for number 2.
Oh, you got one?
You want to go?
Yeah, let me go.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
All right, I got one.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
Okay, I think I got one.
Got one? I like it.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis, and well...
Sorry, I did that. I'm embarrassed that I did that.
All right, hold on. You got one?
Yeah, I think I got one.
All right, let's see here.
Here's the part that's hard to talk
Cut it
about.
off, though, right after that.
Mr. Mac touched my penis.
That's an attention getter.
All right, I got one more.
All right, hold on.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
Six Flags! More flags! More fun!
That's kind of hard. All right, we're trying here. It's all off the cuff. Give us a break. Not all of them going to work. I got one, I think. All right. Okay, hold on a minute. I got this one.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
Goddamn liar! You're a liar!
All right.
Shut your goddamn mouth!
All right. Should we move on or?
Wait.
What? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. All right, one more.
You blew it!
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
Yeah, well.
Mr. Mac.
I hate you.
Ush.
Shut your goddamn mouth!
What if the boy made any musical noises?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
He's a fag.
Sometimes I'm a bad boy, yeah.
Yeah. Just imagine the first part so we don't have to keep queuing this dumb thing up.
Don't stop treating me like a whore.
Hello, exactly!
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I'm gonna kiss you on the mouth.
This is a giant cock.
Show me with your mouth. Show me with your mouth. Show me how you suck a guy's cock. The last time I'm going to ask you.
Did you do this one?
You're going to be okay!
Okay. How about this one?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
All right. Let's get back.
Hey, I should have stayed home and played with myself.
It's Rodney.
Stephen S. says, play cock me. Nothing but cock me. All right, here we go. So let's get to the juicy stuff.
Okay.
There, now I'll help you clean up.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
Yeah.
We're never going to get past this, are we?
Oh, we're trying. Let's see.
I'm about to...
I just came to get something to eat.
All right, let's see what this leads to.
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis.
You are never to blame. Our anus, penis, 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 penis.
This sucks.
And that's how you executive produce.
That's terrible.
You ready?
Here's the part that's hard to talk about. Mr. Mac touched my penis. And, well, I was so surprised, I didn't know what to do. I mean, it didn't hurt
came
or
in his
feel
hand.
Mr. Mac is a cum eater.
penis. And, well, I was so surprised, I didn't know what to do. I mean, it didn't hurt or feel bad, but it made me so confused.
Oh, boy.
Didn't hurt or feel bad.
Of course not. Nice, soft, older gentleman hand.
Of course.
Expert stroker.
Hey.
Where the fuck is Mrs. McGregor?
Mrs. McGregor.
How about you check up on your old man every once in a while?
Enabling douche.
And then it ends with this.
Oh.
There, that feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, that McGregor.
Whoa. Whoa.
There, that feels good, doesn't it?
It didn't feel good. It felt gross. I always thought I know what to do in a tough spot, but when it was happening, well, I didn't do anything.
Then it's your fault.
Sounds like a bad boy to me.
I tried to act like nothing happened. What happened to me? The pictures, the touching, he was wrong. It was not my fault. It's called sexual abuse.
No, it's...
Wow, sounds like a lot of Monday morning quarterbacking
to me. Poor young lad. What a problem.
How fucking dumb is this kid? McGregor wound up and throws paint on him and he falls for it.
Yeah.
How about you take off?
Yeah. Leave the fucking shed.
His fucking old man hands.
Oh, God.
Giving you fucking some
just
relief.
Jacking him off.
Yeah.
Ugh. Liver spots.
Yeah. I bet you they have dexterity on a penis though. He's probably an expert at jacking from that angle.
From the front.
You're like leaning way down, jacking from the front. He's probably a professional. Probably licks his hand first.
Oh God.
2. Yeah.
Matt Lamb writes, I thought the kid was going to say, it didn't feel good. It felt great.
I didn't like when he grabbed it.
I loved it. We go to break with this today.
Let's sneak a peek at a filthy European guy with a 14-inch snake plumbing a girl who's way too hot for him while she's bent over the bathroom sink. Today's boner is brought to you by Rocco Siffredi's Big Mess.
Oh, baby, I'm gonna come. Oh, fuck, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's today's boner on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Ugh. Oh.
Ow. Hey.
Ugh. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Hey! What? Hey!
What the hell's going on here?
Awful. They're just awful people.
You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. Did you guys want Steve in here or something?
Steve for what?
I don't know. Jimmy, you wanted Steve?
Wasn't my bit, it was Danny's idea.
Oh, Danny?
Dinner.
Danny!
Here comes Steve into the studio.
Danny has an idea,
Danny.
Steve. I want to make this perfectly clear. This is Danny.
Well, I think we need a prop for this bit because, Steve, I noticed that when you had come in earlier from CBS, you were wearing your jacket, and it looked like you were wearing baby clothes.
Oh, shit.
Why are you giving me a look?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, go ahead. No.
Oh, shit.
What's your bit? Go ahead.
I wasn't busy. I tell you, Steve is not happy.
What's your bit, Danny? I'd love to hear it.
No, I'm sorry. Go back to doing whatever you're doing.
Thank you.
What's this jacket doing here?
Well, that'll be the second time I get written up, I'm sure.
Oh. Danny, what was the bit? Because now everyone's curious.
Well, you know, we like to have fun around here sometimes.
We try anyway. Sometimes it doesn't work out that
was
way.
wondering. I was wondering if Steve would have been able to.
Wait. Before you say what you're going to say, I want to help you out a little bit. Notice there's two doors. So whatever door he runs into, you might want to run out the other one.
No, I don't even want to say because I know every time you bring something up, it just gets met with threats of physicality. So I'll just go in the other room.
No, he has to say what the bit is now. Of course. Danny. Anthony's telling you have to say the bit.
This reeks of Sam and Pat Duffy.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Why is Steve so upset?
Well, I don't know. He's doing something.
Steve, why are you upset?
I'll tell you why Steve is not happy. It's obvious.
Steve!
Steve,
they're talking about you.
Can you see him?
Steve has a shoulder or a back injury.
What? He's coming. Just have him talk over there.
Yeah, you can use the...
Right there. No, why are you upset, Steve? We're just trying to have fun.
Dude, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't sleep a whole lot last night. This fucking neck shoulder thing is killing me. All right? So to be brought in on a bit today was not a good day. I'm fucking irritated. And I'm actually really busy trying to get a lot of stuff done. So I'm thrilled that Danny thinks that my clothes don't fit. But can we fucking do this another day?
So you would be up for doing it another day?
Maybe. But
Well,
I really actually have to do this.
I see it. I see it in your face. Did I just spit up water?
You spilled.
Oh. Well, basically, what's the bit, Danny?
Well, I was lovingly calling it the Zip Up Challenge.
No, you don't want to do the Zip Up Challenge. I don't think you want to do the Zip Up Challenge.
I know, because I would win. I know it. I would win.
He is not.
Well, see, Sam, I could zip my jacket up.
Okay.
Oh,
so you were going to zip up your jacket, and then what? We go around the room and see who can't zip up their jacket. Are you insane?
Oh, that's fucking bad.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that Steve's jacket might not zip up?
His jacket?
It kind of looked that way before. That's all.
See, I got to say that Steve's got his back and shoulder problem, and he hasn't been able to work out, and he's very frustrated about that.
He's in hell.
Yeah.
So
That's why he's
trying to take care of his back and
I think
neck.
he's probably a little sensitive about the subject, and, that's where he stands. So I don't think the zip-up challenge is going to be pulled off here today.
Yeah.
The Rip Danny's Head Off challenge may be complete, but
Danny keeps looking over his shoulder.
Just waiting for him to charge in.
Well, Danny,
No, that's fine.
Like a grizzly.
Well, Danny, we could do your drummer bit instead.
Sure, that's safe.
How did this? We were talking about drummers, and Danny's a big fan of what? Drumming in general?
Well, yeah, you know, I've picked it up over the years.
Why are we still cleaning up water? Was that?
It was because you spilled half a bottle on the console.
Oh, Opie spilled some water. Why don't you take that shirt off? Yeah. Oh,
Cool.
What do I do next?
Oh, let's take some pictures.
All right.
To remember the day you spilt water and Than cleaned you up.
I'm going to be talking like that all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Of course.
Take a picture to remember what? The day you spilled
the paint. Yeah. The day I came in my pants.
All right. Drummer bit. What's this about there, Danny?
Well, it came up, I forget how, but it came up about Lars being one of the best drummers ever. And I kind of disagreed. And while I don't think that Lars is a shit drummer, I mean, he's definitely in like the top 20, but as being like, you know, one of the best drummers of all time, I could probably name a few people that come way before Lars.
And you were saying pretty much that he's been overrated over the years, with his double bass playing.
Well, you know, because everybody
slow.
always everybody brings up the that part from one with the double bass, and they're like, oh man, it's amazing. And like when you really take a look at it, it's not all that amazing. It's just it's pretty standard. You know, anybody that plays drums could handle that beat. It's really not so complex.
I gotta say, I think we've already talked about drumming way too much.
Yeah?
Yeah. When you think drumming, what do you think, Ed?
I think of the last guy that gets laid in the band.
Neil Peart, and then
Neil Peart's pretty good.
And then that other guy.
And you have an example of some Neil Peart.
I see that.
I also gave you an example of Phil Collins.
It was a throwaway comment. We're like, yeah, Lars is an amazing drummer, and so Danny's like, fuck you guys. He's got part one, technique, and he lists a bunch of guys that he thinks has good drumming technique.
All right.
Part two is speed, and part three is just Lars.
Well, because I found a drum solo of Lars, and you know it was a big portion of a concert, and it's like this was his time to shine. This is you could do whatever you want. Go, Lars. It's all you. You have 80,000 people, well maybe not that many, but you have thousands and thousands of people watching you go, and then that's what he did, and it was.
All right.
So I'd like to hear this.
Well, now I guess we have to. So part one, technique. You got Phil Collins.
Starting of a firing squad.
This is Phil Collins?
Yeah.
From when?
Probably not too long ago. He is an amazing drummer.
Kind of impressed. But it's still Phil Collins.
That's just starting though.
All right. That's one guy. What?
Curtis Lee was losing his mind.
Losing?
It's still going. I didn't stop it yet, but I'll bring the audio as soon as it's done. He says you guys need to go back to the Midwest and retool your show, come back with some talent. He thinks Steve...
Midwest. We were never in the Midwest.
Dude, he had a chance to come on our show.
I know.
I guess the press are getting to him?
They were jamming the end of Imus's show, the phone lines, and now...
Oops. Sorry.
They think we're the ones calling, cursing, saying, put your effing boss on the phone to talk to O&A. They think Steve... they're giving out Steve's full name. They think he's in the Mafia, and he's stalking Curtis. And now he's giving out Steve's cell phone over the air. He keeps repeating it.
Oh, get the audio.
It's still going.
The guy had a chance to come on our show.
Yeah, he says you guys are stalking him. Steve's the worst. That Steve's was
stalking him. We didn't even know.
Holy shit!
Steve called to get him on the air.
Yeah.
He fucking lied. He fucking lied. He made his producer lie. He made a woman lie for him. And then we found out he wasn't on the little radio station he said he was on, so Steve called back. I said, Steve, call back, find out why he said that when he's not on that station.
Yeah.
So Steve called back, and she goes, well, he told me to say that or something. So basically he lied, and we just called to go, why did you lie?
Oh my
What's
God,
wrong
it's
with
crazy.
saying come on the air and handle it?
ranting right now?
He's just ranting right now with the news guy there, and he's letting his call screener girl on, and she's saying, "Oh, but they have no ratings." They're like, she's taking shots at the show now too.
The call screener. That's
Well, hey,
nice.
what's the number? What's the number to make sure we don't have ratings? If you want to call them and be on their show, we should give out the number.
First, whatever. To explain the whole ratings thing is whatever. But I'll say this much: we're doing morning radio. He's doing like infomercials basically in between the real radio shows.
Good for Curtis.
He does it 5 to 6 a.m. and then 10 to 10:45, something like that every day.
10:11 to 10:45.
10:11 to 10:45. Oh, wonderful. All right, get the audio immediately.
You should give out his, what's the number for his show?
How fucking weird is this? We said call our show, we'll discuss this. He doesn't come on our show, and then he uses his show to trash us. Look, we're willing to go, man to man with this whole thing. Yeah. He was taking his dopey shots at us, calling us Opie and Dopey, and coming up with hacky monikers for FM or whatever. All right, back to Phil Collins.
Phil kicks some ass. He's a machine.
He sounds like he could be in Pantera or Lamb of God or Anthrax, any one of those type of bands.
I've never
What
heard
song was that in the middle of?
Susudio. This is Susudio.
I don't know. He did that. I think.
You can't hurry, love.
Yeah, some bad, like,
just some awful song.
Poppy Crab.
I think it was from like he did some farewell tour a few years ago, and that was just
I gotta
just did
tell
that in the
you,
middle of the whole thing.
That's talent, but not impressed.
Really? You're more impressed with Lars?
I was impressed. I was impressed with with Sully's drum solo from Godsmack. But he was doing dueling solos, and there was music, like little riffs
impressive.
involved. Like just
whole...
a guy drumming. I don't know what you have to do to impress me, but it's like, obviously that's talent, but it does nothing for me. That's like beer break time.
Unless you're a drummer. All the drummers sit there and watch. Everyone else goes for a beer.
All right, the next one is Neil Peart.
Yeah.
Sounds like Phil Collins.
Everybody starts the same way for some reason.
He gets that double bass cranking.
Just leading into YYZ.
The drums aren't really a solo instrument. Oh, there he goes. Yeah! We get it. You can hit the drums.
Thomas Overbeck from Dallas writes, is Neil Peart beating on his own tumors?
That rumor.
Dude, I mean, once again, talent, but I don't know. It does nothing for me.
What song is that from?
I don't know. It was just,
It's just like solo time at the concert.
YYZ on Exit Stage Left is Neil Peart's finest work. I just want to say that. It's fantastic. It's very musical, like, so it might be a little bit more like he uses the drums sort of as much more musical.
more music.
Yeah.
Maybe we should pull some theremin audio.
Hopefully.
And then the final one is Tim Alexander from Primus. And this is all technique, because the next category is speed.
Yeah, that's
those
just...
guys sound like they're doing some speed, though.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's just more of a broader, like the speed clips. You'll just see what I'm talking about when it's just pulled for speed.
One guy?
Yes.
Wow.
What do you think? Exactly. You're texting. Exactly.
I think half of this bit should be smashing me for handing in a bunch of fucking drum solos in the first place.
Well, you're impressed by these drum solos, though. You put a lot of work behind this.
All right, here's a good drum solo. That's speed. That's fast.
Well, that's pretty much what you're about to hear.
Double bass.
See, he made it funny for everybody. Thank you, Anthony.
Well,
part 2 is speed. You got 2 quick examples. These are just like 20.
Yeah, this is actually
seconds.
a listener helped me out with this.
Brett Batdorf, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I'm not even sure about it.
As Blood Runs Black?
Yeah, I've never even heard of these bands before. A listener sent them in.
This is Speed, All Out Speed.
When is Lars doing that?
No way. Not real. All right.
I don't think that's real.
But now I'm with you. That's cool as shit.
Some will claim triggers.
I think it's triggers.
It has to be, right?
Yeah.
This guy's saying it wasn't a trigger?
I've seen some ridiculous things.
Now
that's some fucking digital magic.
That got our attention. And then Ben.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can't move your feet that fast.
And then another example, Last Relapse. Listen to
My grandma loves this song.
Now I'll go. That's probably a little more realistic as far as speed goes. But like,
Yeah.
I've never seen Lars do anything that fast. I've never seen Lars have any kind of stamina like that, keeping something that fast going on for that long.
Right.
Never. He's a great drummer. I'm not shitting on him. The guy's great. He's amazing. He's definitely top 20, but not top 5.
Well, then finally you got part 3, Lars.
Yeah,
You
this
got
is
one
Lars.
clip.
This is Lars doing his
Did
fucking
you find
fantastic.
the lamest fucking drum thing?
No, I swear, I found this the same way I found the other stuff. You know, you just type in, Neil Peart drum solo, Lars Ulrich drum solo, and this is what I found.
Now it sounds like a child.
You're just being an ass.
That sounds like a child.
Wait, no, it gets better.
You're just being a dick.
He does some sick shit you ain't never heard before.
You're dicking fucking Lars here.
I swear.
I think you could find some Phil Collins where he's just like,
Yeah, of course.
just kind of casually banging the skins.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing a drum solo, you want to hear beats from other songs, just without the music over it.
Oh.
And not as fast.
And his timing's off a little bit, too.
It's master, right?
That's one.
That was one.
Oh, I want to say. Sorry.
All right, I'm sold. Lars sucks.
He doesn't suck. He's good.
He
but,
stinks on ice.
Like, that was his time. Like, everybody else, like Peart had his time to do, to show off his talents.
Yeah.
And Phil Collins, he had his time to show off his talents. And
Dude,
then,
if we just played the Phil Collins track and you said, guess who that is? No way.
a lot of people have no idea that he's a phenomenal drummer.
I would have,
They just don't
phenomenal.
after guessing, well, I only know like 3 drummers, but after guessing my 3 drummers, I still wouldn't have said Phil Collins.
He's ridiculous.
Butcher says, do you have a better example of Lars?
Nah, I got Lars. I got this band Fear Factory. His drummer Raymond Herrera. He's fucking sick.
Does anybody want to hear
What's
Butcher?
wrong with him?
He's still playing drum tracks.
Wow.
Butcher just wants to hear some more death
I'm
metal.
kind of dragging this on.
And someone is saying those aren't triggers, so now we could get into the technical aspect of drumming really fast. Carl, Jersey, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
For bands like As Blood Runs Black, those drummers can absolutely pull all of that off because I've seen them perform live, and they're just absolutely amazing.
Doesn't matter if they're live.
Yeah, you could still use.
You can do whatever you
triggers.
want live, yeah. This day and age.
Now everyone's talking about their favorite drummers.
In the digital
All
day
right.
and age.
All right, enough.
I don't think the mechanism in the fucking kick pedal can fucking move that fast. There's like just something that can't move that fast.
Where's E-Rock?
It's got to hit, return, and go back. I don't think it fucking
You'd be
goes.
surprised. Use the You use the balls of your feet. You could just go on forever.
Yeah.
How fast did you drum, Danny?
Not
right
that
now?
fast.
Yeah, you were pretty
He's
fast.
been
then.
drumming for a year now.
No, I've been drumming. I just got serious about a year ago, but you know.
How are their music
I've been
channels?
recreationally playing for a while. Well, I didn't hear you say one.
I just asked how their music channels are. Nothing. You said you got serious.
Oh.
But ain't
very repetitive, not as deep as
quick break, and we'll have Curtis Lewa audio going off. Yep. I guess we got under his skin. He had the chance to just call our show.
I know.
He said he was going to come on our show.
That's
and
the
talk to
thing.
us.
He should just keep his fucking yap shut if we gave him the opportunity to come on here and talk.
Right.
And he didn't. So keep your fucking mouth shut, fairy.
Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. This letter comes in from Kathy in Oklahoma. She writes, Dear Casey, I like getting fucked in my anus and in my cunt. Could you play anal cunt for my boyfriend? I also go ass to mouth. Well, we'll get that right on for you. Here's anal cunt on American Top 40.
Opie and Anthony.
We get it.
Nice.
More good drumming. The Opie and Anthony show. Where's E-Rock?
He's coming in.
I thought we had longer. All right, E-Rock. And help us out with the Curtis Lewa. I got a mouthful of food.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, he's in another 10-minute commercial break.
Is he?
Yeah.
How much time does he actually... It's like a baseball game. We got to figure out how much time he actually spends on the air in a 45-minute clip.
It seems his talk segments are shorter than his commercial breaks.
That's great.
Well, we didn't even... He wasn't even on our map, our radar. And then, did you tell me that he was talking about us last week?
Yeah.
So, find the audio. When people talk about us, we want to see what they're saying. Just makes for good radio at the very least. So he played it. And then we kind of made fun of him. Not a lot, even. We didn't go off on a crazy rant. And then we're like, get him on the fucking phone. We'll talk it out with him. And Steve came in and said I could get him on immediately. So all of a sudden we waited for him, set up the bid again. And he came up with some weird excuse that he was talking to some college radio station, right?
Yeah, and then Steve called the college station asking, as a listener, it's like, when is, I heard Curtis is supposed to be on your show today? And he said no. So he was lying. He wasn't going on that other station. Calls back Curtis's producer saying, look, you're lying. He's not on this other show. Oh, he's just busy right now.
Scared.
And then he gets on the air and starts this rant.
When he could have done this on our show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He could do it right now. We could do it together.
You got any balls?
Now, to take you from the streets to the suites, WABC's own Curtis Lewa.
1, 2, 3. 10 minutes after the hour of 10. This is the new Curtis Lewa show. And Bruce Anderson, we missed you on Friday.
Well, thank you. Is he trying to sound like the young Bob Grant? Like, he has kind of a Bob Grant
Is
to
he
him.
trying? Yeah, he sounds a little different than he used to. I don't know.
Anderson, we missed you on Friday.
Well, thank you, Curtis.
The dean of all ABC broadcasters across the nation. But, you've been with me for 17 years, and you've seen a lot of people stalk me and harass me.
Yes, I have.
He's not. This is why we...
Is he going with the stalking and harassing? A phone call asking, you want to come on the air
Because
and
you were
talk
talking about
because
us last
you were
week?
going off on us for no fucking reason, and now it's stalking and harassing? You fucking psychopath.
This is why it's really hard to hang out with radio guys. They're
They're
bunch of fucking
dicks.
assholes.
They're all dicks.
Except for Ron and Fez, noon to 3.
Of course. Because what I'm saying.
Stalk me and harass me.
Yes,
like
I have.
you were here the morning when they finally got me.
Well, a couple of times, I think.
Right, shot me in the back of that cab. You were there also in April of that 1992 when the Gambino crime family, on the orders of John Gotti Jr., got me with a baseball bat.
That's right.
Well,
Didn't swing hard enough, huh?
His claim to fucking fame, by the way. He's got to bring it up at every moment.
Of course.
Kind
You
of
almost got me in the back of the taxi cab. Ugh.
That is a creepy story, though.
Fucking windows. They should have jammed them.
Got me with a baseball bat.
That's right.
Well, it just shows you the state of some folks in radio. They're all morning long. The Opie and Dopey show.
Yes.
They're having all kinds of problems. Failing on satellite radio. Their satellite radio's non-listened to talk radio show.
a complete bomb on FM, freaking moron.
Really?
So if all this is going on, why do they continue to pay us?
So why are we on the air? Why did we just re-sign? And why are you fucking on for 45 minutes?
And why is there a serious discussion about us going back on in Philly radio?
Yeah. What's going on there, Curtis? You're fucking delusional.
Why can't you be honest with people?
God, they're all just liars.
The people that suck at radio, guess what? Aren't on the radio.
They're not on. They don't get re-signed.
They continue. They're allowed to continue to suck on radio.
To suck. And how long have we been sucking on these stations? And XM.
What do we got?
We're failing so badly that they just keep us on?
We got Mr. McGregor photos of corporate executives.
Yeah.
Naked Mr. McGregor.
That's
it. That's it.
Take that shirt off.
That's it. You keep us on all those radio stations.
The day we spilt the paint.
Right.
Creep.
We did that with Chris Olivero, and that's why we're on regular radio stations across America. I'm going to show everybody the Polaroids unless you keep us on all those regular radio stations.
Young Chris Olivera covered in blue paint.
Oopsie. You spilled some coffee on your shirt.
Yikes.
Let's remove those clothes immediately. And as you're doing that, sign the contract.
Yeah.
Giving us an extension. Shut up.
Curtis, you douche.
Yes. They're having all kinds of problems. Failing on satellite radio. Their satellite radio's non-listen-to talk radio show. Mm-hmm. A complete bomb on FM. Freaking morons that they are. Mm-hmm. So they've been calling up all morning trying to get me on their air. Leslie, who's their producer.
All morning. All morning. We
made one call.
Called him once.
He said yes.
And then we called him his call screener to ask why he was lying. That was all morning.
I think we called him twice. We called him once. He said yes, and then we called back to set up the phone call, and then he came up with some excuse.
He said
no.
He was on another radio station call,
right.
And so Steve called that station, and they said no, he wasn't doing a call here. So I said, Steve, call back and find out why he lied. Why did he lie?
Right.
God.
Who's their producer or number one flunky, sycophant, toady, and lackey.
And they want you as a guest.
Oh, desperately. They're calling...
Desperately want him as a guest?
We know you're available between 6 and 10.
Yeah, you got plenty of spare time, dummy.
What the fuck else you doing? You're not doing a radio show.
We have a huge audience that listens to every single minute of our show every day.
Yeah.
They got to find this funny because
this has to be.
They'll hear for themselves that we spent maybe 5 minutes on this whole thing before now.
Going, look, he's ragging us. Let's get him on the air and we'll confront each other.
Right.
Live on the air, and that was it.
Right.
And that amounts to we want him desperately as a guest.
Blue Healer's attempting to type out freaking morons the way he said it. And he has it as FLEAKING, fleeking.
Fleeking.
And morons is MOWONS. Morons.
And
they want you as a guest.
Oh, desperately. They're calling every number here at WABC, and it's because they need ratings desperately because, it's been reported in the journals that they're virtually on the edge of probably being liquidated, fired. Turned out, probably have to go back to some place in the heartland of America to perfect their craft, and maybe, who knows, maybe they can recycle themselves back.
Do you just hate radio guys?
It's the blatant lying, the delusion that this guy is suffering from. We just resigned. How are we on the brink? How are we on the brink of failure and being fired? And this coming from a guy that was expendable. Mm-hmm. Your company saw you as expendable. Mm-hmm. They wanted Imus more than they wanted you, and they took you off the air. They took your show off, and they gave you a few minutes here and there to probably just to eke out the rest of your contract. Talk about somebody who doesn't have much job security. I think it's Curtis Sliwa.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, why would they just let him go and pay him? Put him on 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Let him fucking have to spend time. You can't even do anything in between there because you got to be somewhere. What a fucking piece of shit gig you have.
It sucks. I mean, I know he was getting good ratings in mornings, too. Yeah, to be, we try to be fair here. He was getting good ratings, so it's got to suck that the company didn't believe in him enough.
Yeah.
That they say, well, yeah, you're getting pretty good ratings here, but guess what? We're hiring the big dog.
We're bringing Imus in, and...
Sorry. And what did he do? He sat there and took it instead of telling ABC to go fuck themselves, knowing that he does have a little rating success, and go somewhere else.
He's not willing to take that chance. He's a chicken shit. Is what it amounts to. He's a lot of big bravado and talk, but he's always just been a chicken shit. He won't come on the fucking show.
What would it take if someone said to you, you could continue working, but you got to do the 5 to 6 a.m. hour, then wait at the radio station for 4 hours, and then go on at 10 to 10:45?
If I had morning ratings like he had at that time,
I'd go.
You fucking tell him to go fuck off.
Fuck yourself.
You go. I'll get on another station. I'll go head to head against your man there and kick his ass.
Right.
There you go. That's what you do if you're brave enough to take chances. But obviously you're not. What's the matter with your fucking the bravery that's
boss.
under that beret?
Yes, boss. Whatever you need, boss. Yes, boss.
Do you get
Yes,
coffee
boss.
and shit for guys during that downtime in between shows?
Boy, you're a rebel.
You get coffee for the men?
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Whatever you need, boss. I'll do a 45-minute show every day. Yes, boss.
Loser.
Who knows? Maybe they can recycle themselves back. But, they're nothing more than Howard Stern ripoffs. They've always been that Opie and Dopey. But times are really bad when they have to harass you and stalk you and call you up. In fact, Organized Crime Task Force of the FBI and the NYPD always ask me for anybody's numbers who is harassing me and stalking me.
Come on, it's
and
a
this
joke.
guy, Steve Carlesi, who knows which crime family he's associated
You're
with.
returning that number over.
Does everything have to be about the mob?
He's actually is he implicating Steve as a mobster? Hello. They call me Steve the Bear Carlisi.
I strangle you with my tight clothes.
Oh, jeez.
I make you put my shirts on, and you suffocate. Yeah, fucking.
Leave the gun. Take the 20 boxes of cannolis.
Where's Steve? Come on, Steve. You can have fun with this bit.
Yes.
Steve, come on. You're like the Godfather now. Get in here, Steve. We got a few fans on the Steve. Smile.
This means Danny sleeps with the fishes.
Steve, Curtis thinks you're in the mob.
Yeah,
I'm flattered.
He's flattered that you're in the mob.
I had an uncle that was a hitman apparently.
You know how sometimes we point and laugh? This is not about that. It's like we're all going to laugh together here. So calm down. Curtis Leewood thinks you're in the mob.
Good for him.
Yes.
I'm not yet.
Mafiosa. I mean, La Cosa Nostra. The Mafia is sponsored by Foundry Music. Exactly.
I'm trying to keep my weight down. I'm not supposed to eat, so can you... Oh, fuck. Can you... I'm going to still try. Can you tape the desserts behind the toilet?
Yes, tape the desserts behind the toilet.
I'm hungry. Sorry, Steve. Steve just scrolls.
I am
scroll.
Don Steve Carlisi. Stop, you're spilling it.
You're part of the mob, Steve. That's good.
Yeah. It's I'm flattered that he
That's
thinks
better
it's
than
just
everyone thinking you're gay.
Well, yeah. I suppose. I don't know. It's just the what pisses me off is the fact that Jim said it. I called the guy. I got him on the phone. It would have taken 30 seconds to call him back and get him on the phone to talk to you guys. And
Curtis Lee was a pimp.
Yes. And then, and
I'm Steve the Fruit.
this guy just, and then instead of going on the air and talking, he's got to make up bullshit stories. And it's actually the first time it's really happened in this business. And now I understand why radio guys suck.
What?
Because
you've been with us 10 years. Is the first time you noticed that these guys are idiots?
No, like that it's happened to me directly like this.
The guy did say, "I'll go on the air with him," because he probably didn't know what to say.
Yeah.
Dear Steve, I hope you don't pop a staple in your stomach. Your grandson.
No, I've known radio guys are douchebags, but now it's like the first time it's really affected me. And I'm like, this fucking asshole.
Implicating you.
Yeah, I didn't. All I did was my job, you fucking prick.
I don't think he's allowed to give out your cell phone
I'm a
number.
soldier.
No, he's not. So
are you going to sue him?
For what? What's he got?
Doesn't he live in the fucking studio?
That's the point, Steve.
Hold on.
And the capo.
Yes.
We got Footer. Footer.
Yo, what's up, boys?
Hey, man.
I can picture Steve walking in and going, "You don't come on the airwaves and speak to a man like Danny like that."
Everyone's doing
Pray
that,
for
Steve.
me.
Yeah, well,
Everyone's
Matt
doing their
LaFar from
Steve.
Queensbury writes, the movie producer wakes up and his bed is full of Steve's arm hair. And Ida Martha writes, he was putting on Foundry logos 2 at a time. What else? All right. Let's get to the end of this Leo audio. You're a mobster.
You're going to be turning that number over?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all morning long, incessantly. And if
Steve,
Twice! Holy shit!
Yeah.
Twice in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's.
You called him twice in 5 minutes. One was, can you go on the air with Opie and Anthony? He said yes, or one of his people said yes. So then you called back to make the connection so we could have him on the air, and that's when they came up with the excuse.
Yeah.
You called him twice.
Twice in 5 minutes. Yeah, that's fucking incessant. What's this guy's concept of time?
What a lying radio hack. What a fucking lying radio hack.
They're all the same, my friend. They're all the same.
fact, Flirty Flip
I think
on.
I took a call in the newsroom.
They're actually calling right now on the call-in lines nonstop, saying blank this and bleep that and tell your bleeping boss to call these guys. I'm like, why? No one listens. Why would we waste?
See, if everyone's calling you and harassing and shutting down your radio show, you really shouldn't be saying no one listens to you. Because that's proving that people are listening to our show, you dumb broad.
It's our time calling it.
That's a sad state of affairs. So anyway,
What have they got? 10 million listeners total now on the satellite radio. Is that right?
Yeah, but not
15?
to that show. No,
I know.
No, that's to Howard Stern.
No, I don't.
What?
I know. I'm a newsman.
That's
but I'm
for
gonna,
Howard Stern?
I'm a newsman,
What?
but I'm going to get a little edgy here.
Curtis, you don't have to kiss Howard's ass either. Well, maybe you do, tell you the truth.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe that's kind of the move you got to make since you're probably out that fucking door once your contract's up.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the satellite radio. Is that right?
Yeah, but not
15?
to that show.
I know.
No, that's to Howard Stern. I mean, he's the king. He leads in
Well, the
broadcasting.
music channels, I think.
Yeah, music. But look, Howard Stern, that's a guy that I've had a love-hate relationship with. At times, he's given me counsel as a wartime, peacetime consigliere in the radio business because of my ups
Oh,
and
is
downs.
he the fucking...
Shut up.
Enough with the mob references.
Stop fucking groveling.
You mouthed off one time too many and someone tried to fucking kill you.
That's right.
There. That's your experience with the mob. Your fat fucking mouth almost got you killed. End of story. End of story.
End of story.
Times he's given me counsel as a wartime, peacetime consigliere in the radio business because of my ups and downs, and I really appreciate that because he's gone out of his way to reach out to me. But we've also
Probably
had that
another
hate
lie.
relationship. He threatened to shoot me one time on the air.
Somebody else took care of it for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's got listeners.
That's
Is
true.
it mandatory that he brings that up like every fucking 5 minutes?
What?
The fact that he was shot by the mob?
That's what I'm saying.
Allegedly.
Our
the mob?
listeners thought we brought up Sex for Sam a lot. This guy has us beat.
Right, we get it.
That chick E-Rock saying is Flipper, the fucking hole. Is that her or is that the screener?
That's her.
That's her.
Flipper, the hole. She used to be Hannity's producer.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's the one I talked to.
All right. Flipper.
Flipper.
That's probably what fucking black guys say when they're trading her back and forth. It's too much.
Flipper.
Too much of a load on one side. Flipper. Let it dry off, and then we'll scrape it with a spatula.
Let's find a dry side.
Potato flakes.
Flipper.
Flipper fucking stinks. Shut up, hole. Just do your job. Answer the phone. Be a good girl.
Relationship. He threatened to shoot me one time on the air.
Somebody else took care of it for him.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's got listeners.
That's true. He has
true, yeah.
lots of listeners. So
Well, you don't know what these guys want, right? They're going to get you on the air.
See,
Oh,
you know,
I'd love to hear
Howard,
that guy's speculation.
Howard's obviously doing very well on satellite radio, but Curtis Lewa knows just because of the deal we made that we actually have more listeners than Howard Stern.
Mm-hmm.
Just be the combination of the two.
Of course.
So to sit there and say we have no listeners on two
platforms, yeah.
So why are we still working? Why don't we just go home?
I know.
he has lots of listeners. So
You don't know what these guys want, right? They're going to get you on the air.
Oh my God! But they want ratings. They want people listening to them. They're so desperate. I understand. They're on the verge of probably being sacked.
You're fired. Do you know that our contract extension kicked in literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So how are we on the verge?
We're on the verge. In 2 weeks.
It was in the papers.
Jesus Christ.
It was in the papers, and I think officially started around April 24th or something like that.
Yeah.
We start our extension.
I don't think...
Or 23rd, I don't know. So it was less than a month ago.
I don't think they're
on the
be
verge of
letting us
probably
go.
being sacked.
You're fired.
Exactly. So, you know something? If you'd like to, ladies and gentlemen, you could tell this guy to please stop harassing us here at WABC and please.
How many calls did he get, by the way, Steve?
Yeah, I was going to mention that. One missed call.
One call.
And it could have very well been from Stunt Brain over at K-Rock. I haven't checked my messages yet.
I would love for our listeners to continue calling him, but his show already ended.
Yeah, his show's over.
It started at 10:15. It's officially over now. So, oh well, I guess we'll have to get him tomorrow when he does his next 45-minute radio show.
Stop harassing us here at WABC and please leave Curtis Leo alone. A Steve Carlesi.
Give that number again.
Leaving this cell number everywhere.
Yes.
Demanding, begging, beseeching, please, you got to call up.
Curtis, should we get Johnny to cut a promo with that cell phone number in it?
Yeah, might
Who's that? Is
definitely
that
do that.
Flipper?
Meantime, do you think
Okay,
that was
Flipper,
bad?
good move. You want to play games? Fucking dumb hole. Okay, good move, Flipper.
Flipper is going to be miserable.
Yeah.
One call.
All I can say is I hope none of the pests have Curtis's cell phone number.
Oh,
I
that
hope
would...
none of them have Flipper's phone number.
That would be awful.
I really
very
would
ugly.
be.
Yeah.
I hope none of them have it.
I wouldn't want to see that
I would
happen.
not want. I hope to God none of the pests have either one of their cell or home numbers.
God, what a dick.
Just about over.
Cut a promo with that cell phone number in it?
Yeah, might definitely do that. Meantime, if you think that was bad, that two guys where the prime is past them, you know, they're in the twilight of their
you
career.
and
They're
Kubi
like scraping the
fucking
bottom of
split
the
you
barrel.
up and you sold your partner out. You
Exactly.
You let them yank your partner off the air and you fucking groveled with a dick in your mouth and took the spot they gave you. They fucking douched your partner and you crawled for the 5 to 6 spot and then the fucking 10 to 10:45 spot like a good boy.
So you could chat with this humorless old fuddy-duddy.
I'm a newsman.
Yes, yes, Curtis, yes.
In between your Obama news, I'm going to get a little edgy.
Yeah.
Ratings, 10 million listeners, Howard has.
What?
I know they don't have 10 million listeners. I'll just agree with everything you say, Curtis.
Right, of course, Curtis.
Well, that's right, Curtis. I was there the day you got shot by the mob. Curtis, just want to remind you that we've gone 2 minutes without mentioning the fact that the mob tried to kill you.
And I think in court they acquitted him. So you can't even say that the mob tried to kill him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's why you got to say they almost got you,
Allegedly.
Curtis, because you're really not supposed to talk about it. Only in general terms. Now back to the superdelegates. Obama leads Hillary Clinton in superdelegates.
Why being stalked? Are you?
Are you really?
From Steve Carlesi?
Yeah, well, you really hated us a lot when we met you backstage a few years back.
I was banging cocktail waiters 2 at a time. Thank you, Ben. Oh, Danny. Thank you, Danny.
Hey, Bill in Jersey writes 10:15 to 10:45. Holy shit! NASA has a larger window to launch the space shuttle into space than he has on radio. Well, that's why. That's because the boss told him this is the best they could do for him, and my pal Curtis wasn't brave enough to leave this fine radio company. So he said, okay, boss, whatever you need, boss. I think I got a real impression for once. I think I'm right on, bro.
That two guys where the prime is past them, you know, they're in the twilight of their career. They're like scraping the bottom of the barrel to try to get anyone to listen to them, Opie and Dopey.
Yeah.
Then we got some loony kazoonie outside.
Loony Kazoonie? Does he? I guess he does.
Curtis, I like when you use terms like loony kazooie.
How about rooted cabooted, which is what you got when fucking Imus signed?
Someone is
How about that, stupid?
Someone is saying he's on till 11:45. Is that possible? Did we get that wrong?
No.
The
website says
Ew.
According to WABC's website, he's on until 11:45.
Flipper wrote a children's book about farm animals.
Yeah.
Aww! What's it called? The animal cocks that hurt the most? I can take a dog or a chicken.
She has a website.
Oh, does she? What's her website?
Flirtyflipper.com.
Ew, the broad has to use her tits.
And no picture, right?
Wow, she must be really talented.
Where's her picture?
Flirty Flipper.
It's around. She's not quite trying to hide it, but...
What is flirtyflipper.com about? I'm sure it's a really funny, great site.
I don't know. I guess she blogs or something.
She might be a funny writer.
Flirty.
She flirts.
She's flirty.
Should the pest attack Sliwa or what?
Of course.
Yeah, give him hell.
He's lying.
There you go.
800-848-WABC, but only while he's on.
Oh no, Curtis! They ordered an attack on our fine 45-minute radio show.
45. Fucking A. It is hysterical.
Patrick Wolf right on. He goes, Alan Sniffen has a bigger audience than Curtis Sliwa.
Yep.
All right, let's get line of the day out of the way.
And then get us out of the way, right? That's what I say. Early homeward bounding. Use some sleep.
Thank you, Brian. Brian thinks my impression is right on. I appreciate that.
Line of the day brought to you by CardScan. Get all of your contacts organized in just a few seconds. Check out the device that nobody should be without at cardscan.com/radio1. That's Radio 1. The number 1. Don't spell out 1. Radio 1. Cardscan.com/radio1. Here is a runner-up line of the day.
And everything you do towards to go. You guys are magical. I just want to say thank you.
Are you drowning?
Jesus. Right on to the next runner-up line of the D.
There were a few I never heard of before. Like, I think it was one of the Necros, lined up 9.
Opie.
Necro.
Oh, sorry. Jesus Christ. What am I thinking?
Always funny.
This was a tired show today. How many hours sleep did you get?
Oof. Probably not that many. And it wasn't very good sleep because I was a little tipsy, let's say. Just a little tipsy. As a matter of fact, I have a text here.
You're willing to share?
A Miss Jill Nicolini.
Okay.
And it says, "What's up with that text? Were you drunk? LOL." Here's my text.
But you said this already. You remember doing this bid, right?
What?
You mentioned this on CBS.
You mentioned this on CBS.
Did I? Are you sure? Because
the boner line got dumped.
Remember when I said that?
Oh, typing with the boner. Yeah. But then, okay. After that, though.
All right. Well, start over just in case.
Yeah.
I was scared. I thought you were losing your mind.
No, because it extends a little further down.
All right, go ahead.
Here's the text I sent. O, like OH, comma, HOOD, comma, YOU, space, EPHOJHTCAT, space KBH.
That's what you wrote her?
Yeah.
I know what it was.
Nice.
You were
buzz.
jacking, and you were going, "Oh God!" and you shot in your pants. There you go. You were being
It's
honest.
O Hood U F.
Oh my God.
And she goes, "What was that? Were you drunk?" I said, "Haha, I started a text, left off, but the buttons got hit and it sent. Wow, that looks really bad."
You should have said that the buttons got sticky because of all the cum in your pants.
Jesus, Opie, come on, I'm sharing.
Sorry.
Then she said, "It's fucking funny." And she goes, "What were you trying to say?" And I said, "I think I need a decoder ring for that one. No clue." She goes, "So confirmed. A drunk text from the strip club. Hell yeah."
Oh, man. She's
So,
going to fucking ruin you. She's happy that there's a drunk text.
She gets a drunk text message from the strip club.
She's
and
happy.
says, "Hell yeah."
Oh,
high fives all around.
She's going to destroy you.
She's fantastic.
She's going to
That's
destroy
hysterical.
you.
That's hysterical.
Pennies.
But Jesus.
Sorry.
My goodness, Opie.
I'm sorry.
You're getting way ahead of yourself.
Yeah, am I?
Way ahead. Way ahead.
Yeah, someone said, "Wow, I thought my XM Online just looped back again because you kind of started this."
Yeah, yeah.
on the
No,
other
there
side.
was
But you
follow
added
up
more.
there. Yeah,
Right. We got another runner up, or is this line of the day?
Runner up.
Special treat.
We play a little game called "Who's Gonna Sleep on His Tummy for 2 weeks."
Jesus.
Oh, Christ.
Cardscan.com/radio1. Here is your line of the day.
Here comes line of the day. Line of the day.
Young boy, take that shirt off. And the pants, oh dear. Right down to your Mylar underwear, because it's the future.
Diet Coca. Still Diet Coca.
Diet Coca.
No, I think you need that creep, Mr. McGregor.
Oh, we need a line from McGregor.
I don't know which one would work there, but something.
Yeah.
This one is "Let me help you" lines.
Yeah. The time you spilt the paint. Oh, yeah.
Is that the line you're going to be saying all day
Oh,
long?
fuck yeah. That guy is a pro.
Like
He didn't miss a beat.
How many times are you really going to look back at that picture and say, "Oh yeah, I spilled paint that day"?
Yeah, remember when you spilled that paint? It was yesterday.
The kid was so affected, by the way, that the last video clip is him in the playground trying to forget the horror show that is Mr. McGregor, and he still has the shirt on with the paint.
With the paint. McGregor didn't even help him get the paint out of his fucking clothes.
Little scarlet letter.
Yeah.
No, but it looks
all
like
the kids are walking around with paint on their shirts.
But it looks like it's like the next day. Like, why would you put the fucking shirt back on?
You never want to wear that shirt again.